This is 97.5 WFBB, the beacon of Baker County, a ministry of Glen Baptist Church, Glen St. Mary, Florida.
Welcome to Baker High Wildcats football. And now, Baker High Wildcats football.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Friday Night Lights, Baker County Wildcat Football 2025. Coming to you live tonight from Baldwin, Florida, just down the road from McClenny, about a 10-minute drive. Coming to you live from Baldwin High School, right here on the campus of Baldwin High School, Baldwin's home of the Baldwin Indians. The Tribe getting ready to host the Wildcats tonight. Baker County on the road tonight, facing Baldwin. Kyle, the Wildcats come in tonight's ball game with a 1-3 record on the season. Baldwin comes in tonight with a 3-1 record. Kyle, what do you got?
Yep, I think it's a big night for this Wildcat team, man. You're 10 miles down the road. It's a rivalry. I think you got to figure it out tonight for the Wildcats. You got to come play hard. I heard Coach Kennedy on the field pregame. He's talking about, hey, bring it to them. Bring the fight to them. It's going to be a fight. That's what they got to do tonight.
Yeah, it's really funny, you know, this Baldwin-Baker County thing, as close as we are, it never used to really be a rivalry, but you use that word rivalry, and it really has, maybe in the last 5 years, kind of turned into that, you know. We've gone through Baldwin a couple of times in the playoffs, you know, before they reformatted, and it kind of has turned into a little bit of a rivalry.
I think you can't help it. Once Baldwin's got better, Mike, I mean, we've been good for a while, but Baldwin's kind of stepped it up, and we're walking on the field pregame, Mike. They got some good-looking athletes.
For sure.
I think we're going to be in for a dogfight tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they've had a couple of guys over here with the last name Screws that have played quarterback, and they've got another one, Gage Screws. He was here last year, you'll remember. And it's going to be a tough night for the Wildcats. I talked to Coach Kennedy this week, Kyle. He said, hey, they're going to mix it up, probably 60% pass, 40% on the run. So they're going to test the Wildcats through the air tonight. And if you've got a kid on your team with the last name Screws, you remember his brother Gavin Screws a few years ago.
I play golf with his brother sometimes. He's got a great golfer.
Yeah, these guys can throw the football. Baldwin, like you said, they're not afraid to get after it. They got a 3-1 record on the year. They probably feel like they're the favorite in this.
Yeah, they do. I'm sure they do, Mike. And like I said, the secondary's been, hey, we've been tested this year, and to be quite honest with you, we hadn't passed the test. So it's time to pass the test tonight if you're the Wildcat secondary.
Time to pass the test. The Wildcats out there tonight getting ready for the ball game. The Wildcats are going to come out with black pants tonight with the white jerseys, trimmed in red numerals with the white helmets. And Baldwin wearing all black, the black pants, the black jerseys, and the white helmets tonight for the Indians. Kind of odd, though. You did notice that earlier. They don't have any logo on the helmet, just a plain white helmet.
No, it looks like some booster bought them new helmets today, Mike, and they're all wearing them for the first time tonight.
They just said, hey, we don't have time for a logo. Let's just play. But Mike's
got his perched up in the bleachers behind the outfield right here in the baseball field. It's actually a great view, Mike.
Yeah, a lot of memories right here, Kyle. I know we talked about baseball before the game. Right here, this Baldwin baseball field kind of tucked in here among these city streets here right behind Papa John's Pizza over here where you and I went to play.
Not Papa John's, Papa Sean.
That's what I meant. Papa Sean's Pizza where you and I went before the game today.
Well,
thank you. You bought my dinner tonight. That was nice.
I had to get you back.
I tell you what, it's a little hidden gem over here, a little Papa Sean's Pizza. Sorry, I didn't mean to say Papa John.
Mike had a sub. I had the chicken wings. Those both good.
So we talked about Baldwin. Listen, Baldwin's going to throw the football. They got 60% pass, 40% run. They're going to get, I tell you what, we'll come back and we'll do that before the start of the game. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, John, while we do the national anthem here. We'll come back with the start of tonight's game and more Wildcat football on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat. Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkins Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkin Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkin Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction and remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcat.
Baker County Wildcat Football 2025. You can hear it all season long right here on 97.5 FM WFBB, radio station located in Glen St. Mary, Florida, right there in the heart of Glen Baptist Church, right there in Glen St. Mary, Florida. I want to thank Pastor Chaz Rowland and my buddy John Meadows, Corey, everybody back at the station over there for keeping us on the air every year, week in, week out. Kyle, the Wildcat football has been on the radio in Baker County now for, I don't know, man, better part of 75 years, I can promise you. 75, at least. Bobby Hart was on the air for at least 20 years. He had before him Mr. John Blakely used to broadcast the games, and there's probably been others. And WBKF was, I was telling somebody the other day, WBKF used to be right there by Alabama Store, you know, on Louder Street, if you know where I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, where the funeral home is now. And then later on became WJXR. Then later on, we transitioned from WJXR over to WFBB. Here we are. Friday night football.
Good knowledge. I don't mention. Bobby gets he gets a little offended. You know, he called me the other day and said, "Hey, quit mentioning me on the radio." I said, "Bobby, we're saying good things about you. I mean, anything bad, you just lose the daddy and golf every once in a while." But
well, I told you what I told you could tell Mr. Bobby, and that is, I will mention his name whenever I want to.
Well, you're set for the kickoff. The Wildcats are going to receive it tonight, so we're ready to get started over.
Baldwin's kicking off to the Wildcats. We're going to send two guys deep right here in front of us. Wildcats will move left to right across your radio dial here as we start this football game. And the kick is in the air. Wildcats going to come up to it, take it around the 20-yard line on a hop. The return man's going to be out across the 25 to the 30. That's Zeke Taylor. And Zeke Taylor's going to take it all the way out to the 47-yard line before he is hit. So he came up and got it on the hop, Kyle, and had his momentum going forward, and the Wildcats get great field position to start.
Yeah, they kind of pooched it to the right corner over there. Great play by Zeke Taylor coming up and get the ball. It's a good starting field position for the Wildcats. We need it tonight. Hey, let's get on the board quicker.
Hey, be careful down there. First down and 10, Wildcats from the, we'll call it the 45-yard line. Taylor got it out there close to midfield, and the Wildcats will go first down and 10. Hudson Register brings the team to the huddle. Hudson Hodges is going to split out wide to the right. Delano Ruiz is in the backfield, and two receivers to the top of the field. Keldon Dupree is over there with Brett Roden. First down play, here we go. Handoff, Ruiz. And Ruiz is going to run into the heart of that Baldwin defense and pick up maybe 4 yards.
Yep. Hey, positive yards on first down, Matt. That's what we were talking about last week. Hey, you can't get behind the chains. I'll take 4 yards every time on first down.
Well, just, with the way that we've had things so far this year, avoid the penalties. Avoid the penalties on first down, get some positive yards. Let's move the football. The Wildcats, Wildcats 1-3 on the year, Kyle. They really need to start fast, get some points on the board.
Need momentum, Mike. Momentum's a huge thing in football. We haven't been able to get any this year. I mean, we need a fast start tonight.
Baldwin 3-1 on the year. Their biggest win, a 28-0 whipping of Lake Butler a couple weeks ago. Second down play for the Cats, 2nd down and 6, Register in the shotgun. Handoff again, Ruiz straight ahead again, and Ruiz is going to get it across midfield into Baldwin territory, and he's going to take it close to the first down marker. It'll be 3rd down, about 2.
Yep, nice run by Ruiz, good push by the line. Big 3rd down coming over for Wildcats.
Good night for football here. The sun finally kind of set down behind the clouds, and it's a little bit of breeze blowing. Kyle, what do you think? Beautiful night for football.
Man, feels good out here. Turn these lights on in a minute, Matt.
Yeah, it's so dark. We don't want that. 3rd down, 2. 10:38 to go, just underway here. 6:30 kickoff tonight. Duval County kicks off a little bit earlier than we're used to, but we should get home a little earlier.
There you go. My wife will like that.
3rd down and 2. Register in the shotgun. Going to hand it off again. This is Ruiz 3 times, and Ruiz is going to get the first down, and the offensive line continues to push for the Wildcats. And we just run Ruiz with a straight middle handoff 3 times in a row, and the Cats pick up the first down. He picked up about 7 yards on that run.
Yeah, Mike, Coach Kennedy talked about before the game, we mentioned already, they come out and fight, take the fight to them. And right now this offensive line is doing a good job, and Ruiz is running hard.
First down for the Cats inside Baldwin territory to the 42-yard line. A really good, hard run that time. 3 times in a row for number 1, Delano Ruiz. 9:50 and counting. The Wildcats get the play from the sideline. This time we'll run 2 receivers to the right side. That's Hodges and Roden. And Keldon Dupree is going to split to the left.
Yep. We got to find a way to get them the ball tonight. 17-5 has got to be able to touch the football tonight to get going.
First down play, Register in the shotgun. Sends fullback in motion here, and there goes Ruiz again. The Wildcats 4 plays in a row with a dive play with Delano Ruiz straight up the middle. And again, positive yards for the Cat offense as he picks up about 4 more yards.
Yeah, why change what's working, Mike? Keep pounding it at him.
2, I'd say maybe 3 he got on that play. That was probably the most effective Baldwin defense has been, but who would have expected the same play 4 times in a row? Let's see if we do it 5. What do you got?
Baldwin obviously wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, 2nd down, call it a long 7 here. Register in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to the left. 8:55 to go, just underway from Baldwin. Pass play, Rhett Roden makes the catch right across the middle against Baldwin's defense, and he just sat down in the middle, and that was 4 runs in a row, and then we come out with a pass, a little slant across the middle, pick up the first down.
Yep, that's 17 guy we got. He hadn't had many touches this year. We got to get him involved. Same with 5. 5, we got to feed these guys the ball. The guys that can make plays on offense, get them the football.
Looks like Keldon Dupree's got that cast taken off of his hand over there. Yep.
There's another dangerous guy that we need to get the ball to.
First down and 10, inside the 30-yard line. Wildcats moving the ball on the first drive. Ruiz again, we go back to the dive, and Ruiz is going to take it down inside the 25-yard line, down close to the 20, and inside the 20.
Yeah, great cut night by Ruiz right here. Did you see the cut in the middle of the field? He cuts it back to the outside right there. Nice.
First down run, he picks up 12 yards, so the Wildcats a little something going here on the first drive of the night against this Baldwin defense. We'd love to punch it in here and take an early lead. 7:50 to go in the first quarter. No score from Baldwin, Florida. Wildcats coming over to Baldwin tonight trying to get a win, move our record from 1-3 to 2-3. Register takes a snap, going to throw one to the right side. Rhett Roden's got a catch. He's going to break a tackle. He's going to get down inside the 15, down toward the 10-yard line. And it's a good run after the catch by Rhett Roden. He secured the catch, made a man miss, and got to the right sideline and picks up another first down for the Cats.
Yep. I like the offensive game plan so far, man. Slow, methodical, driving the ball, running the ball, throwing short passes. It's looking good right now.
Well, they ran 2 plays. They've run the dive play, and they've run 2 passes to Rhett Roden.
They're kicking an extra point.
Okay, well, I thought he was inside the 10, so that was a touchdown for Rhett Roden as he got it all the way. I was going to say first and goal, but our vantage point, I didn't see the touchdown. Did you?
No, I didn't.
All right, well, it wasn't just me. Rhett Roden with a touchdown, and the Wildcats are going to take a 7-0 lead as Brock Boatwright kicks one into the pond over there.
That's a great first drive for the Wildcats tonight. We talk about momentum. That's a big momentum getter right there. That Wildcat sideline's pumped up right now.
Well, that's how you take momentum and how you get an early lead and build some confidence for this team. The only thing I'll tell you about that drive, I wish they get those plays in a little bit quicker, move that offense a little faster. But, hey, very effective play calling. I don't know if that's one of those drives the Wildcats said, hey, we're going to get the ball first, and this is what we're going to do. We're just going to impose our will and take over this game physically, because that's what kind of drive that was.
It was. Now you got to see this defense. This defense has been good all year. Now they got a lead. Let's see how they play with a lead.
7-0 Wildcats. Rhett Roden, a 17-yard touchdown catch from Hudson Register on the first series of the ball game, and we just thought it was going to be first and goal, but he snuck it into the corner of the pylon over there, and it's a touchdown catch.
Yeah, that's why they should paint their end zones tonight. We would have knew it was a score. They got it all the same color out here on.
Did Baldwin score?
No, they got the wrong score on the page.
It says 7-6 on the scoreboard. I guess they'll fix that eventually. The officials won't fix it, though. No, that's what they've been telling us up in the booth, is they don't get paid to do the score anymore. All they do is the clock. That's it. All right, Wildcat's going to tee it up. Brock Boatwright's got it, and it's going to be teed up from the 40-yard line. He's going to get his foot into it there. Good high kick, long kick here. It's going to come down inside the 5. They're going to have to return it from there as the ball came dead, and the Wildcats have good coverage, and he's going to get tackled inside the 10-yard line, right at the 10-yard line. So Baldwin's going to start first and 10 from their own 10-yard line.
Yeah, great kick. He angled it to the corner, Mike. Great kick by Boatwright.
Flag came down. Well, after the play, the white hat throws the flag in there as just a sideline warning. Thank goodness, just a sideline.
We didn't need any personal fouls. We don't need to shoot ourselves in the foot.
No, we've seen enough of them this year, and just penalties in general, Kyle. First down play coming up for the Indians. First time they've had the football tonight. 7:26 to go here in the first quarter. Cats took the opening possession and went 55 yards for an opening score. 5 carries for Ruiz and 2 catches for Rhett Roden, one of them a touchdown catch. Hudson Register with a touchdown pass. 2 for 2 passing the ball tonight on that opening drive.
Got trips out to the right here, Mike.
3 to the right. Screws is the quarterback. He takes the snap in the shotgun, fires to the right side. The pass is off in the air, and it's going to be intercepted. Taz Kinghorn has got it at the 10-yard line, and Taz Kinghorn takes it the other way for a pick 6, and the Wildcats have struck here 13-0 with 7:19 in the first quarter.
You couldn't draw up a better script to have this game on to start for the Wildcats, Matt. Great play. Screws threw it off his receiver's hands, and Kinghorn's in the right spot at the right time and takes it to the house.
Clip drill right there. Screws, he throws the ball hard. He threw it out there, and the wide receiver just couldn't bring it in. The ball went straight up in the air, what my partner David Crummy used to call the bingo drill. Taz Kinghorn comes up, picks it up right at the 10-yard line, runs it in for the Wildcat touchdown.
I've seen David at the grocery store the other night, man. He told me he's been listening in to us.
David, if he's listening in tonight, hope he's doing well. That play right there, always, David, if the receiver and the ball popped up in the air, he said, we call that a bingo. Well, I can only imagine which coach back in the 80s when David Crummy was playing used to call it bingo.
That sounds like something Jared Chester.
Probably. Probably so. 7:19 to go. Huge play there by the Wildcat defense. Taz Kinghorn. I told somebody just this week, they asked me how Taz Kinghorn was doing, and I said, he's been playing really good football on that defense. We just kind of snake bit and can't get wins.
Yeah, I talked to Taz before the game tonight. I said, hey, don't change anything from last week, man. He was all over the place. He's a good football player.
Brock Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40-yard line. 7:19 to go, first quarter. A 14-0 Wildcat lead over here at Baldwin tonight. I like that. Maybe we'll just blow this thing out, Kyle, and we can just get home early.
That's what I'm saying. We need a blowout.
Yes. The Wildcats could use a blowout for confidence as we head into district play this year. Kyle, can you believe this is already the midway point of the high school football season?
Yep. Flies by.
High kickoff comes down around the 10-yard line, and he's going to return it from there. Coming back across the 15 to the 20. He's loose, 25-30, out across the 30 to the 35-40. And a great return by the Baldwin return man, number 1. And that is John Harvey for the Baldwin Indians. Coach Kennedy told me, watch out for number 1. Sorry, that is not Harvey. Harvey's number 0.
Jaden Barnett. And he's a sophomore with some speed, Mike.
Yeah, he was a tackler or two away from breaking that thing, and they're going to be set up out across the 40-yard line, close to the 45 here for their first or second offensive possession. Their first one went with an interception on the tip drill interception for Taz Kinghorn. Got the Wildcats 14-0 on the board. Here we go. Screws is the quarterback for Baldwin. He's in the shotgun. One man in the backfield with him and 3 receivers to the left. They're going to run the football straight ahead. He's got a hole out across midfield and into Wildcat territory, pulled down at the 40-yard line, but the running back got a quick burst right there, and he's down to the Wildcat 40.
Yeah, nobody touched until he was about 10 yards down the field, and Zeke Taylor makes the play from safety. We got to do better.
Number 1 is Barnett. He's the receiver that you need to watch over here. Number 2 is the running back. That's Nashawn Jacobs. And number 9 is the quarterback, Gage Screws. He's a senior. You remember his brother, Gavin, that I mentioned earlier, used to be a quarterback here at Baldwin. 7:05 to go here in the first quarter. 14-0. The Wildcats on top. They're going to run it again with Jacobs, and Jacobs pounds it down to the 35-yard line. He's a bruising running back as he's going downhill right there, picks up an easy 5 yards.
Yep, he's a 5'9". He's a senior, 5'9", 175, and he's running hard.
They're skill guys, Kyle. 0, 1, 2, and 3. Well, line up in numerical order, boys. 0, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Screws in the backfield, messed it up. Number 9. Second down and 5. Here we go. Pass play to the left side. He's looking deep down the sideline for number 1, his receiver, and it's going to be just out of his hands as that pass play. They were trying to hit a home run here down the sideline, looking at 4-down territory here. As Barnett was streaking down the sideline, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yep, good coverage by Thomas on the sidelines there. He used the sidelines as his advantage and kind of played him to the sidelines and out of bounds.
Good job. 3rd down and 5 now. I said 4-down territory because Baldwin threw that long shot there, knowing that they were going to go for it here, 3rd and 4th down to get the first down play. 3rd down and 5 coming up. Screws in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Jacobs in the backfield, the running back. Snap. Quarterback throws to the left. He's got a catch made along the Wildcat sideline, and he's going to get the first down and get upfield out of bounds before Rhett Roden pushes him out here. But a good gain for Baldwin that time as they're going to get it inside the 35 of the Cats and a first down.
Yeah, that was too easy. A little 5-yard out and too easy.
Number 3 is Henry Harris. He's the receiver that caught that one. Jacobs is number 2, and then number 1 is Barnett. We're going to get a timeout on the field for the mid-quarter timeout. We'll keep it here, Kyle, and just catch up the Wildcats on what's happened so far. 6:22 to go in the first quarter. Baldwin, this is their second time with the football, but the first time they got the football, he threw a pass to the right side that was tipped up in the air. The Wildcats returned it for a touchdown. That was after we scored a touchdown on our first possession, so the Wildcats with an early 14-0 lead over the Baldwin Indians. But Baldwin now has the ball back on offense, and they're driving to the Wildcat 23-yard line here. So Baldwin trying to answer quickly as they fell behind 14-0 to start this game.
Yep, it's been a good drive by Baldwin. This is what Wildcat defense. They're inside our 20 now, so we got to see if we can step up and get a stop. Need a stop big time here.
Yeah, inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. This is a 3-1 Baldwin Indians football team and a 1-3 Wildcat football team trying to get some confidence and some maturity and just some continuity as we head into the district play in the second half of this season. 6:22 to go in the quarter. Baldwin with the ball, first down and 10 from the Wildcat 23-yard line. Wildcats dig in across the front. Screws takes the snap, going to hand it off. No, yes, he hands it off to Jacobs, and Jacobs is going to be upended in the backfield. Zeke Taylor, his second big play of the night, as he gets a shoestring tackle this time on Jacobs, about 2 yards deep in the backfield.
Yep, great play by Taylor. He come up from the safety spot, hit the guy in the backfield. Huge play for the Cats.
Second down, call it 12 from the 25 of the Wildcats. Baldwin behind the sticks here for the first time on this possession. Three receivers to the right side, right in front of us on the Wildcat sideline. Screws fires one to the right side. Catch is made, but a hit right away jars the ball loose, and that was Taz Kinghorn again, his second play of the night. He got an interception return earlier, and now this time he dislodges the receiver from the football, and it's going to make it a big third down.
Yeah, he plays violent, Mike. I love Kinghorn.
Long line of football players in that Kinghorn family, all the way to the grandpa, Mr. Bill. Third down and 12. Here we go. Screws in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. Wildcats come across, and, oh, man, you talk good about somebody, then you have something happen. They got caught that time on the hard count, and the Wildcats will give up 5 yards here to make it a third down and 7.
Still a huge third down here to try to get off the field. We've seen Baldwin does have a kicker, Mike. They may kick it here if you can get a stop.
Yeah, for sure. Third down and 7 from the 20-yard line exactly. Baldwin with Screws in the shotgun. Kyle, I don't know what you said it was hunting season, but all these offensive linemen have the camo undershirts for Baldwin.
I don't understand that.
Interesting look. Third down and 7. Here we go. Screws looking to throw. Fires one to the end zone. It's going to be overthrown. Rhett Roden got there late. No flag on the play, but it'll be fourth down now. Now, we did see Baldwin kicking the ball earlier, but I think they're in position here where they're probably going to go for it.
Yeah, 4th and 7, down by 2 scores. I think they'll probably go for it now.
Fourth down, 7. Cats on top, 14-0. We're about 60% of the first quarter gone here, 5:31 to go.
Good first quarter for the Cats. Hey, we hadn't had one of these in a long time.
No, we haven't had a 14-0 lead in a long time. Like it. Fourth down play now. The Cats can get off the field on defense here. Baldwin sends 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And now you're going to get a start on Baldwin on this side as the receiver moved before the snap, and now it's going to be 4th and 12.
Yeah. You're in a definite passing situation here now, Mike. I think it's out of field goal range. They'll go for it again. So huge play here for the Wildcat defense.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the wind, the wind's blowing left to right here. Baldwin's moving right to left. The kicker before the game was kicking the ball pretty well from 40 yards or so, and this would be a 42-yarder. So I would say it's probably on the outside edge of something I would try, so they've got to go for it. Fourth down and 12 from the 25-yard line.
See, Zeke's in the middle here. We need to watch the middle right here. I think they're going to take a shot towards the middle of the field.
2 receivers to the high side. Now they send a man in motion. Fourth down play. Screws straight drop. Flag comes in. Screws going to fire one toward the end zone. It's going to be caught over there inside the 5. They're going to say he was out of bounds before he caught the ball. He was wide open inside the 5, Kyle, so the Wildcats catch a break. But the holding call was against Baldwin, and we're going to take over anyway. So the Wildcats turn them over on downs here, and the Wildcats will take back over here after they stopped the Indians on that possession.
Great stop by the Wildcat defense. Hey, up 14-0, coming out there fighting, getting a stop there. Let's go score again.
First down play coming up for the Cats. Big stop there because Baldwin, when they took the ball from close to midfield on that possession, Kyle, they looked like a team that was poised to go right down the field and answer those 14 Wildcat points, but the Cat defense dug in down here inside the 30-yard line. What a job.
It always gets tougher when the field shortens, Mike.
It always does, especially on a passing team, right? First down play, Hudson Register in the shotgun. He stands right around our 20-yard line. The ball's at the 25. Wildcats with 3 receivers to the left, 1 back in the backfield. We're going to hand it off again. There goes Lewis. He's got the 30. From the 25 to the 30 to the 45, and he's out across midfield. Delano Lewis has done a job tonight, and he picks up about 30 yards on first down.
Mike, he's untouched. So, I mean, you can run through that hole. This offensive line is pushing Baldwin around right now. These 3 of them boys, Davis, what a job by the Wildcat offensive line so far tonight.
28 yards on that carry for Delano Lewis inside the 50-yard line all the way to the 47 of Baldwin. 5:14 to go in the first quarter, and the Cats 14-0, and we're looking to go down and add on.
Yep. 5 minutes and 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. We're looking to score again, Matt.
Register in the shotgun. Same three receivers to the left side of the formation. Delano Ruiz in the backfield, number 1. Register's going to call his own number this time inside the 40-yard line, and he's going to go down to the 37-yard line, close to a 10-yard run here for Hudson Register, as he just took a straight quarterback keeper that time through the middle of the line.
I'll tell you what I like about him, Mike. He's always falling forward, man. You never see that kid lose yards. He's always going forward.
5 minutes to go in the first quarter, a 14-0 lead for the Baker County Wildcats. And after that 11-yard run for Hudson Register, we've got another first down.
Yep, slow and methodical, Mike. We're in no hurry, which I don't mind, being up 14-0. All right, keep doing what we're doing.
Whistle comes from the Baldwin sideline. They're going to call a timeout. Let's take a timeout with them. We'll take a 30-second break here on WFBB. You are listening to Wildcat Football. We've got a 14-0 lead here in the first quarter. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
Hudson Register is going to take the first down carry here, go around the right end, and Hudson Register all the way down inside the 15-yard line, close to the 10-yard line. A great run that time. He just faked the handoff in the backfield, Kyle, and sprinted down the right sideline, got hit around the 20, kept his legs moving, and the Wildcats are going to have a first and goal.
Yeah, it looks easy for the Wildcats right now, Mike. That's what you like to see.
And they're playing with a little tempo, which I like. You know, we've talked about that all year. You know, the tempo for the Cats, and now, 4:36 to go in the first quarter. And, Kyle, we haven't said this all year. The Cats have a chance to score their third touchdown in the first quarter.
Yeah, big time for this Wildcat, for the momentum and really the whole attitude of this Wildcat football team.
4.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Cats inside the 10. It'll be a first down play now. Register, full house backfield in there with him. Going to take the snap, give it to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to go up inside the 5, and he's going to get close to the goal line. He's going to get stopped just short. It'll be second and goal. But once again, Kyle, you mentioned that the offensive line making big holes. Ruiz had plenty of room to run.
Yep, we are absolutely winning the line of scrimmage right now, and I'd be shocked if we don't run it straight ahead 3 more times right here, Mike.
Second down and goal inside the 5. We'll call it the 2-yard line. The Cats have spent all night down there in that territory, moving away from us, left to right across your radio dial, heading to the Baldwin end zone. Here we go. Register in the shotgun. Takes the snap, going to give it to Ruiz again. Ruiz fighting hard inside. He's going to get close to the goal line, but they're going to spot him back at the 2, so he's not going to get in here. It'll be third down.
Yep. I think I'd like to see Big Register call his own number right here. All right, let's take it. Get outside and take it to the end zone.
In high school football, Kyle, 90% of the time, if you've got everybody sucked up inside and you just fake something and go around the edge, it's always going to be there.
It works most of the time.
What did Will Ferrell say? 60% of the time, it works all the time. 3:05 to go, first quarter, 14-0 Wildcats. Register in the shotgun. He's got Kinghorn back there blocking for him now, or that's Williams, 33. Register's going to call his number, and he's going to take that number 6 into the end zone for a Wildcat touchdown. Hudson Register follows Rhett Roden and Taz Kinghorn with Wildcat touchdowns tonight.
Yep, that's a great start for the Wildcats. We got a 3-touchdown lead here with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first quarter. I think Baldwin's shocked over there right now, Mike.
The only guy that's worked hard tonight that hasn't gotten to the end zone yet was Delano Ruiz. We tried to get him one on first down there. We got to get him one later on.
Oh, he is going. I think he may get one.
Got a chance, huh? 20-0 now. The Cats on top, and Brock Boatwright in there to add the extra point. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter. Flag down before the play. Hadn't seen too many of those tonight.
I see Miss Jennifer Shields out here, Mike. That's the old softball coach for the Baldwin Indians, and she's our new AD. So
Baker County Athletic Director.
Yeah, familiar stomping grounds over here for her.
Yeah, Andy Giddens over here, the new principal over at the Baker County High School. Jennifer Shields, new athletic director. A lot of new faces around the school district this year. Me and you, same old face.
Same old face. Can't find nobody to take your job.
I've tried, man. We got open applications on Indeed. 2:50 to go, first quarter. Cats on top, 20-0 though. And Brock Boatwright's out there to add the extra point.
They all complain about the pay grade.
Yeah, well, me too. Boatwright sails this one through the uprights, and that's a long extra point and good. 21-0. The Wildcats lead now. And couldn't be a better start, Kyle. We had a chance to get over here to Papa Sean's, man. I had a meatball, and you had chicken wings, some fries over there before the game, and get here just on time. The wind, it got a little breeze here. It's a beautiful night for football, and the Cats have a 21-point lead in the first quarter. And on the way over here, we had a chance to stop and talk to a guy that I give a shout-out to every week, my buddy Timmy Combs, the meat man over there, and he was going out tonight to play some cards with a couple other guys, and Craig Johnson and John Adams and some of those guys that known forever, and they're all listening to Wildcat football, so we'll give them a big shout-out tonight and say go Cats, 21-0.
Let's see what happens here on the kickoff, Mike. I don't like what we did last time. They returned it out to the 50, so let's see if we try to pooch it to the corner here.
Boatwright's got it teed off right up at the 40-yard line. 21-0 Cats lead. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. This time he's going to kick it out of bounds, I think. Nope, it would have gone out of bounds if he'd have let it. Return man's got it to the 20. He's coming across the field to the 30. He's to the 35-yard line. Big return here for Jacobs, and Jacobs gets it all the way out near midfield again, so Baldwin's going to have good field position again, but that Wildcat defense shut them down on the last drive. Let's see if we can do it again.
Yeah, we preached it, Mike, to the left corner and still gave up. They ran it back across the field and still gave up a big kickoff return.
High atop the Baldwin baseball stadium over here. We're at the top of the stands. Got a great viewpoint. We're standing about the 20-yard line on the east end of the field. Baldwin's coming to us here, moving right to left across your radio dial. 2.5 minutes to go, first quarter. Cats on top, 21-0.
Let's see if this defense can keep the intensity up with a 21-0 lead.
Screws in the shotgun. He's got two receivers left. He looks this way. He's going to fire one, and catch is made along the Wildcat sideline. And that's going to be down to around the 33-yard line. That's number 0. Who you got for 0 on the Baldwin roster?
That is John Harvey, Mike Singer.
Harvey?
Yep.
Made a nice catch. That was that same, just a little out play that they ran, running to the left.
Yeah, they're running like a pick roll route over here, and we're not covering that out very well.
Second down play. They throw another one back over to this side. That's going to be caught by Barnett right on the sideline, number 1. He makes the catch to the 28-yard line. That's going to be about a 7-yard gain on first down.
Yep, same route, pretty much. And they're running a little stop route over here, and we're playing off the ball.
Jamarian Foy loses his helmet on the play, so he's got to come out for a play.
Well, they're going to do that in a minute, Mike, and pump that, and they're going to take a shot. So we got to be careful.
Second down now, second down and 5, and just like that, even down 21-0, Baldwin right back in the scoring position here. They're going to run it to the right with Jacobs. Jacobs goes around the right end, and he's going to pick up close to first down yardage, close to the 24-yard line. He's going to be about a yard short, though. It'll be 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that kid runs hard, don't he? He gets low and he runs hard.
3rd down and 1 coming up for Baldwin at the Wildcat 24-yard line.
Here we go, 3rd down and 1. Big play for the Cats. We got movement. I think you're going to have a false start on the Baldwin Indians right here to help the Wildcats out and make a 3rd and 1 to a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, as a coach, man, you hate to see that. You know, you're sitting down there 3rd and 1. you get a 5-yard penalty. You know, everything. When you're sitting at a 3rd and 1, Kyle, you've got a lot of options and opportunities in front of you. But then when you go to 3rd and 6, everything changes.
Oh, it changes it big time. It's a whole new play call now.
Ball moves back from the 24-yard line back to the 29. So they need to get inside the Wildcat 23 for a first down. So it's almost 3rd and 7 here. 1.5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Screws in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the left side of the formation, 1 to the right. The left side is the Wildcat sideline. Here you go. He's going to throw it this way. Catch is made inside the 20. Oh, what a move. And number 1 is going to take it to the house. That's Barnett. That's the guy that Doc Kennedy told us to watch out for, but there's a flag down about the 38-yard line, Kyle. What's this flag going to be?
I don't know, but I hope it's on them, Mike. That's just a slant route and 2 missed tackles.
Well, I mean, I'm going to let you say missed tackles there, Kyle, but I'm going to tell you, Barnett put some moves on the field right there. He'd have been a tough man to tackle on that play.
It was 1 missed tackle and then 1 guy just getting juked.
My goodness. So Baldwin answers the Wildcats here as the holding call is against the Cats. So that's going to be added to the kickoff, and so Baldwin's touchdown is going to stand here. Huge pass play there. It goes 27 yards. And Baldwin is on the board now, 21-6.
And that's what you're going to see now, Mike, with them being down 2 scores, 3 scores. They're going to play the football, and we've not been good at stopping it all year, so we're going to have our hands full.
It's the most points we've seen in a first quarter all year, isn't it?
By far.
If they get this extra point, that's 28 points in the first quarter, and it's not over. And the extra point is down the middle and good. It's 21-7 here. Moving towards the end of the first quarter, but not quite over yet. 1:16 to go. 21-7 ball game as Baldwin came right down the field and answered the Wildcats on that possession, and they'll get 10 yards on the holding call added to the kickoff here. So, Kyle, they're going to try to pin the Wildcats deep here as that penalty is going to be enforced on the kickoff.
Well, if you're the Wildcats, you want to see an answer right here if I'm Coach Canada. After you give up the score, it's 21-7. Let's go answer them. Hey, offense has looked good all night, but, hey, keep doing what we're doing.
Talk about Taz Kinghorn with that interception return tonight. I see his father right down here, Sean, and I believe that's Taz's brother, Toby, along with him, and just a long line of Kinghorn fellas played football for the Wildcats. Sean's older brother, I believe, was the class ahead of me, 1990, William Kinghorn.
Okay.
Sean played a couple of years later. I guess he would have been around the Greg Harrison years, 93, 94. Does that sound about right?
Greg's pretty old. That's close to it.
You can't say things like that.
Me and Greg have got a good relationship for the most part.
That would have been about the same year as Andy Giddens, who's the Wildcat principal now. He would have been 93 or 94, one of those 2 years. It was a long time ago, but the facts are the facts. I want to say 1990s when William played, so Sean would have been right around that time. But the old legend goes that Mr. Kinghorn, who's not with us any longer, but what a great man, Mr. Bill Kinghorn, Sean's father, he played for Bobby Bowden.
Bobby Bowden stayed at his house.
On
Cruz Road. And he was coming through sometime. I don't know the exact story, but I know Bobby stayed at Mr. Kinghorn's house.
Well, Mr. Kinghorn told me the story of how he replaced his shoulder on the sideline in the football game. I believe it was at Sanford. I may be getting that wrong.
Oh, it was at Georgia.
Okay.
It's somewhere in Georgia over there. South Georgia.
South Georgia. Yep. And when I had a chance to, Kyle, when I had a chance to tell Bobby Bowden that story, he remembered it.
No, Bobby was a smart guy.
He remembered every bit of it. First down and 10. Here we go from the Wildcat 20. Ruiz is going to carry it. He gets the 30, the 35. Ruiz is loose out to the 40-yard line, and he gets across the 40 to the 44-yard line. So Delano Ruiz just hit a big hole in the middle of that defense for Baldwin and picks up 24 yards.
Yep. Ruiz was running hard, but give credit where credit's due, man. This offensive line's opening holes up for them. They have all night, and they're not stopping. So, yeah, it's been an impressive showing for the front for the Wildcats right now.
And we're still in the first quarter, Kyle.
Still 1:09 in the first quarter. 21-7, Cat.
28 points scored in this first quarter, and we've just passed 7 o'clock Eastern time here, and it's still plenty of daylight. First down, Wildcats from the 43-yard line. Register in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. Handoff straight ahead. Ruiz has got it again, and he's going to be near midfield on the carry, about a 4-yard gain.
Yep. I tell you, man, you watch football, it don't matter if it's high school, college, pros, not. When you can run the ball on people, it wears your defense down. I mean, if you can run the ball, you got your chances of winning a football game go up tremendously. And the Wildcats have been able to effectively run the football here in the first quarter tonight against this Baldwin defense. We're down to less than 30 seconds to go in this quarter. The Wildcats are moving the football left to right across your radio dial so far. 21-7, Cats lead. This might be the last play of the first quarter. Here you go. Register, then the shotgun. Register takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Hudson Register across midfield into Baldwin territory and down close to the 46-yard line. He's going to be maybe a yard short of the first down, Kyle. Is that what you got?
Yep, pretty close. He's going to be either a yard or he got it, man. I love how the offensive linemen are pushing.
Okay, they're going to move the chains.
Yep, that's going to be the end of the first quarter.
That's it. That'll be the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 2-minute timeout here. You're listening to Wildcat Football. We've got a 21-7 lead. We'll be back on WFBB.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Hi, this is Larry Birkins of Birkin Chevrolet in McClenny. It is truly an honor to help make these Wildcat radio broadcasts possible. Birkin Chevrolet with sales and service 6 days a week. Cars, trucks, SUVs, certified used cars. We help customers establish or reestablish credit. Thank you, Wildcat fans. From Larry Birkins at Birkin Chevrolet, US 90 in the heart of McClenny.
Online at BirkinChevy.com.
For over 50 years, Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning has been serving the community of McClenny. They provide quality air conditioning, HVAC, and electrical work to the residents of McClenny and the surrounding areas. The phone number for Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning is 259-6546. Oscar and Susie Gray would like to say, go Wildcats. Again, that's Dependable Heating and Air Conditioning, 259-6546.
Second quarter just about to start here from Baldwin High School, Baldwin, Florida tonight. Mike Cruz, Kyle Davis bringing you all the action. Baker County Wildcat Football 2025. Hudson Register in the shotgun here. First play of the second quarter. Register's going to keep it. He goes up inside the 45 and down to the 40-yard line. Register picks up about 5, maybe 6 on first down that time, Kyle. And again, the Wildcat running game is getting positive yards on first down.
Yeah, I don't think we've had a negative play all day, all night. And I mean, this offensive line is just moving guys in the trenches.
Second down 5 coming up. The Cats trying to go with a little bit of tempo here. 11.5 minutes to go in the first half, and the Cats with a 21-7 lead over the host Indians here on the road tonight, Kyle. Wildcats in the shotgun. Register takes the snap. Ruiz has got it. Ruiz is going to get hit this time right at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to the 39-yard line. We'll call it a 1-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd and 4. Third down and 4 coming up for the Cats here. 4-down territory for sure inside the 40-yard line of Baldwin. A 21-7 Wildcat lead early on in this ball game as the Wildcats struck on the very first possession of the game, and then right behind that we got an interception return for a touchdown to make it 14-0 before the game had barely kicked off. Register's going to run it himself again. He's going to be inside the 35-yard line here, and that's going to be very close to the Wildcat first down.
Yeah, I think he got it, Mike. I should move the chains.
Hudson Register, they've mixed it up effectively between Delino Ruiz running the football and Hudson calling his own number
it's been very effective here so far against Baldwin, and they do get the first down across the 35-yard line. So the Cats, 1st and 10 from the Baldwin 35 with a 14-point lead. Keldon Dupree, Hudson Hodges, Rhett Roden, the three receivers to the left side of the formation. Delano Ruiz is in shotgun with Register. First down play, 1st down and 10 from the 35 of Baldwin. Now Rhett Roden goes in motion. They're going to give it to Delano Ruiz. Delano Ruiz has got another crease, and he's going to pick up 4 tough yards down inside the 30 to the 31-yard line.
Yep. Great run by Ruiz again. Hey, positive yards on first down.
Positive yards on first down. Who is Florida State playing this week, Kyle? The Kent State Flashes? Is that who they play?
It was Flashers, I think. Yeah, we got a little warm-up game trying to get ready for Miami, and I think that's who y'all got tomorrow night, so maybe y'all wear them out a little bit for us.
I don't know. A lot to talk about at our Farm Bureau halftime report, but not a lot to talk about the Gators, I can tell you that. 2nd down, call it 7. Register takes the snap, looking to throw. Fires one left side, looking for the end zone over here. He's got Keldon Dupree inside the 10. Tough coverage. They're going to call a flag.
Yep. That was, I don't know if I called that good coverage or if he had too much on it. I mean, I'll probably let that one go, but we'll take the flag, Mike.
I mean, well, I'll tell you like this, and this is what you'll see most cases. The defender never turned around to try to play the football. He was just riding Keldon's chest the whole way down, and he was with him step for step. The problem is if he turns around and tries to make a play on the ball, Kyle, he probably doesn't get called for it.
Yeah.
But he's going to get called for interference.
Yeah, he just never turned his head around.
Pass interference against Baldwin is the call. That's going to give the Wildcats a first down. And we're going to move it inside. Let's see. They'll mark it all the way down to right around the 15-yard line, I believe. There it is. First down for the Cats from the Baldwin 15. 21-7 ball game. 9:17 to go here in the first half. We will have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report coming up at the end of this quarter. And got a lot of football stuff to talk about with you, Kyle. First down play, Ruiz is going to try to get to the right corner, and he does. Inside the 10 to the 5, and he picks him up and puts him down for a 15-yard Wildcat touchdown run. And just like that, Delano Ruiz adds his name to the Wildcat list tonight of touchdown makers, and that makes it 27-7, Cats on top.
Yeah, I'll tell you, man, Ruiz is running hard, man. He broke 2 tackles to score on that play right there, and he deserved a touchdown the way he's been running the football enough.
Yeah, we tried to get him on that last possession, but here he goes in 15 yards to the right corner, and Delano Ruiz running hard that time. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage. Kyle bounced off, got to the corner. Delano Ruiz goes upfield 15 yards, and the Wildcats score. Brock Boatwright in to attempt the extra point from the left hash right down the middle here. Let's see. Snap is back. It's down, and it is blocked. Don't see that very often.
No. That's fine. We got a 27-7 lead with 9 minutes left in the second quarter. So, hey, great job by the Wildcat offense tonight. This is the best we've seen the Wildcat offense look.
You say that's fine.
At least we'll take a missed extra point every once in a while.
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt as bad when you're winning by
no, it don't.
20, right?
Yeah.
27-7. Great run that time by Delano Ruiz. 9:09 to go in the first half. Kyle, let's take a moment and just look. Let's just look, okay? The first couple of weeks, you remember the first week of college football this year, I mean, there was just a blockbuster list of games that first week. You had Alabama, FSU, you had Ohio State and Texas, and there was just some great games that first week of football, LSU, Clemson. And let me just talk to you about the top 25 this week.
You don't have many good ones.
Just not. I mean, I know you mentioned Florida playing Miami tomorrow. That's something. You got Texas Tech and Utah. That's a top 20 matchup. Tennessee's playing UAB. Oregon State's playing Oregon. Kent State's at Florida State. The Auburn-Oklahoma game's a little bit intriguing.
Yeah, Illinois, Indiana. That'd be a good one.
And Ron Zook used to say Illinois just like you did.
Illinois.
There you go. Thank you.
Ron Zook didn't last anywhere very long.
Illinois at Indiana. I like Illinois in that game. How about you?
I'm opposite. I think I like Indiana.
We're going to talk about it at halftime, and then of course you got the game. You got the game tomorrow night, Kyle, down in Coral Gables, as Florida's going to travel to Miami. Baldwin comes back with the kickoff here, and they're going to drop it on the ground about the 22-yard line, and one of the Wildcats is going to come out of there with it, and we're going to get a turnover again.
Yep, huge play. I don't know who made the play, man. It was a strip. A great play.
I'm going to tell you a little secret here. You know, Greg Harrison and I, we grew up together now. We go way back. And I finally pulled my phone out here, and Greg is not happy with your comment about his age.
Well, Greg's not happy about a lot of stuff these days. He's a big-time Gator fan. This year hasn't started off too good for Greg.
Well, let me tell you a little secret, though. If you're going to talk about Greg's age, then you're really offending me, too, because I'm 1 year older than Greg.
Well, it was only a joke.
We don't take too kindly to that. Once you hit 50 years old, you don't take those as jokes much anymore. Hudson Register looking down the middle of the field. Hudson Hodges pulls it in inside the 10-yard line, and this is going to be a touchdown catch, 23 yards. How did he catch that?
What a throw and what a catch by Hudson to Hudson. Register to Hodges, and I'm telling you, man, Hodges went up in the air and took it away from 2 defenders. It was a great play. I like the play call by the offense right there. Coach Port's taking a shot on first down.
Right down the middle, you get the turnover, you go for the jugular there. The Wildcats get it into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Now 33-7 on the board, and let's see if Boatwright and Register can get this extra point through. We got the last one blocked.
And I think Baldwin's they're in shock mode over there. Throw, even better catch.
Yeah, I mean, Hudson Hodges in the middle of defenders right there went up and got it, but that throw was on the money from Hudson Register. And 23 yards and into pay dirt. So let's just go through the list here, Kyle. It's 34-7 now. The extra point's good. Let's go through the list. Hudson Register, Hudson Hodges, Delano Ruiz, Taz Kinghorn. Who's the other one? Rhett Roden. 5 Wildcat touchdowns. 5 guys.
Yep, 5 different Wildcat touchdown scores.
One of those was a defensive touchdown for Taz Kinghorn. The other 4 offensive. But you're right. 5 different Wildcats have gone into the end zone tonight. What a great turnaround from a week ago where the Wildcats saw the lead at the end of the game evaporate to First Coast, and they came down and won the game on the last possession. Well, the Wildcats trying to make sure that doesn't happen here tonight. 34-7 with 8:57 to go in the first half.
Yep.
And Baldwin, you're right. I think they're a little shell-shocked. They came in this game 4-0. They're thinking they're the favorite maybe to win this game, and
yeah, they come out of the locker room. We heard them hollering, and they was ready to go. It sounded like, but it's very quiet on their sideline right now.
Boatwright gets his foot into it. It's a great kick all the way down to the 2-yard line. The return man, Barnett's coming in from there to the 20 to the 25, and he's going to get out across the 30, and Barnett's still on his feet. My goodness, this guy's hard to tackle. As he gets it out near midfield and across midfield for Baldwin, they'll start in Wildcat territory.
Yeah, I'd say if you had one negative that you could say about anything tonight, it would be our kickoff coverage team. But they have returned the ball to the 50-yard line just about every time.
Every time. And that one, you saw that. I mean, that was a couple of steps away from being a touchback over here, and then he's all the way across midfield.
Oh, you can't kick it no better if you're better, right? You're kicking it to the 1-yard line. We got to cover the kick, buddy.
First down now for Baldwin. They find themselves down 34-7 here. Midway through the second quarter, Wildcats on defense, and Baldwin's going to have to answer in a hurry. What a great turnout for the Wildcat fans, and what a great showing by this Wildcat football team here in the first half. You like to see it, Kyle. We've had a tough first half of the year so far this year. You like to see this kind of outing.
Oh, you do.
First down play, Jacobs has got the carry for the Indians, and he's going to run ahead. Tough sledding in there, maybe 3 yards on the carry. It'll be second down and 7.
But I tell you, Mike, about these Wildcat fans, it don't matter what year it is, how good we are, how bad we are. They show up. They show up. If every game you go to, if we're traveling, most time we got more fans than they got.
Well, it shows up again tonight. Second down, 7. Here you go. Screw's going to throw one down the left sideline. He's looking for Barnett over there. It's going to be hauled in, but is he inbound?
He dropped it.
Out of bounds. The catch was not made. It'll be third down coming up for the Indians.
He was open. Screws led him a little too much.
Third down play coming up for the Indians. It's a 34-7 ball game. 8:21 to go here in the second quarter. We're heading down toward the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Kyle, what do you think old Larry Berkins would say about all these Wildcat touchdowns here in the first half?
Come on.
That's what he would say. Third down play, middle screen run here by the Indians, but the Wildcats cover it pretty well. Number 11 is the receiver for the Indians, but he's going to get tackled ahead of the first down marker, so he gets down to the 41-yard line. They're going to be facing a fourth down and about 2 yards here, I think.
Huh. Well, I think it's a must-go situation for Baldwin already, even with 8 minutes left in the second quarter, Mike.
4th down and 2. Baldwin's got the football at the 41-yard line. They're running the hard count, trying to get the Wildcats to come off sides, but it looked like Baldwin may have had the false start.
They did. Number 11 on the outside. Jumped early.
It'll be 4th down and 6 after the false start penalty. So they were running the hard count there, Kyle, trying to get the Wildcats to move into the neutral zone, and the Wildcats didn't flinch. Baldwin with the false start, so now they're going to be...
Mike, we got some bad news coming. They said we got a storm coming from Baker County coming our way with some bad lightning.
Who said that?
Our buddy Max Starling just sent me a text.
I don't want to hear it. 4th down play. Screws rolling to his right, catch is made right at the marker. Let's see if they give him the first down. He needed about 7 yards, and he's going to be right at the marker. We'll see. They may have to measure this.
They got it. They're moving him, Mike. It was a great throw by Screws on the run out here to hit his guy. 7:39 and counting here in the second quarter. Wildcats lead 34-7.
Kyle, the wind's blowing that way.
Well, I hope you're right, Mike. Now, Max ain't he's not a weatherman.
He's definitely not a weatherman. No, I'd agree with that.
Telling me it's coming.
7.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Screw's going to fire one left side, catches Mays. He's inside the 25, and he's going to take it inside to the house. That is a house call for the Baldwin Indians, and just like that, after the big 4th down play, they come back and answer the Wildcats. My goodness. How many points can you score in a half of football?
It's just too easy, man. They're running a slant, and we're just nobody around the guy.
Nobody around him. 7.5 minutes to go in the first half, and with that touchdown, Baldwin's going to cut the lead to 34-13. It's been a long time since we saw this many points.
No, it has. I got a feeling we're going to see a lot more throws in this football tonight.
Yeah. You know what happens when they throw the football, Kyle?
Slows the game.
It slows the game down. That extra point is down the middle, and Baldwin has cut this thing to a 34-14 lead as we are 7.5 minutes from halftime. Yeah, that's exactly what happens with all the passing in the football game is you get some serious clock stoppages. Incomplete passes stop the clock. First down, stop the clock. You know, there's lots of plays that stop the clock, and right now it feels like we've been here for a while. What time is it?
It's 7:22.
Okay, well, the game's only been about 45 minutes or so far, so it's not too bad.
No.
Which one of those games I called out a moment ago, which one of those games really piques your interest tomorrow?
I think the Oklahoma game. Oklahoma-Auburn. I think I like Oklahoma in the game, but it's in Oklahoma, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
Which I think is a big deal in that game. Oklahoma's a hard place to play at.
Yeah, Oklahoma came out a couple of weeks ago, with the big win over Michigan, and the Wildcats had a chance here. They tried an onside kick. The Wildcats had a chance to come up and get that thing and take it to the house. They weren't really covering it, but I don't think you can advance the onside kick in high school. But either way, Baldwin tries an onside kick here. It's not going to work, and the Cats are going to have great field position. We might score again.
Yep. 7:27. We got plenty of time.
It's been a while since we had this much offense in a game. I'm kind of digging it.
I kind of like it myself.
Kyle, the Wildcats trying to get their second win of the year. We talked about the Gators. They're going to try to get their second win. We'll talk about their game at halftime. What do you like about the Jaguars? They play the Texans. They need to get win number 2.
I thought they gave one away last week. Not blow out of the game and then lost their backup quarterback at the very end of the game. But that one could come back to bite them.
Wildcats are going to run it to the left side with Hudson Hodges this time as they run a little inside carry to the receiver, number 5, Hodges, from the slot. And he's going to take it upfield here inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 6-yard gain on first down, second down and 4.
Yeah, I like to move by the Wildcats offensive coaching staff by putting Hodges in the backfield, getting him some touches. He's a playmaker.
This game will go under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. Cats taking their time here, running some clock, looking to the sideline for the play call. You're going to have Register in the shotgun. That's not Register, is it?
No, that's
Nate Welch.
in the game.
Nate Welch is checked into the game. Running with Hudson Hodges to the left side. Hodges has got a crease, and Hodges is going to make a hit on the defender, and then the defenders came over and hit Hodges late on the sideline. So Hudson Hodges, a good run around the end that time to the 30-yard line. We're going to add 15.
Yep, that's just a bad play by Baldwin. Am I hitting way out of bounds?
Can't do that, not right in front of the official. But Hudson Hodges lowered his shoulder and knocked the Baldwin defender down, but then two other Baldwin defenders came over and hit Hodges late out of bounds. So you're going to add 15 to this from the 30-yard line.
Yep. I like giving Hodges a rest right here, man, or Hudson a rest right here. Middle linebacker needs a break, man. Put Welch in the game and give the kids some experience.
Well, when you get a 34-14 lead, and you got a kid like Nate Welch that can come in here and spell the quarterback, I like to see it. You like to see it for Welch to get some experience, and you like to see it for Hudson Register, like you said, playing linebacker over there. Get a little rest here at the end of the first half, and the Wildcats haven't missed a beat. You know, they tried an onside kick. I think it was way too early for Baldwin to try to catch anybody off guard there, and with a 34-14 game, they tried to get an onside kick, but all they did was give the Wildcats basically the ball at the 45-yard line.
A team they hadn't stopped all night. I mean,
yeah, that's a tough call for me. You know, I mean,
the mid-quarter water break here.
I mean, we're not coaches, and we don't claim to be, but that one's a tough one for me. I realized they were trying to maybe catch some people off guard, you know, try to spark something, make something happen. You know, if they could get a touchdown and make it a 35-20 game before halftime, then, you know, they might feel like they're back in this game. But to give the Wildcats the football there at the 45-yard line of Baldwin after the onside kick, and if the Wildcats were able to add another touchdown before halftime, that's going to be really, really big road, big mountain for Baldwin to climb back from.
Oh, it is. I mean, I can't remember the last time we scored 40 points and a half.
Or a game. Not this year. No, not this year. We did, the one win the Wildcats had was a 14-0 win against Chiefland on the road, but not a lot of points for the Wildcats this year. Been a tough grind in these first few weeks, but we talked about that early in the season. We knew it. I mean, we got a bunch of young kids here. Coach Brock Kennedy, his first year coaching this Wildcat football team, trying to build something here, trying to build something toward the second half of this year when the Wildcats will be in the district competition and a chance to earn the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I like how this team's come out and played tonight so far.
Nate Welch in the shotgun, first down and 10 from the 15-yard line. Welch calls for the ball, going to hand it off inside. That's Hodges, and Hodges is going to try to dance his way down to the 14, but really not a lot of room that time. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I think the Cats are happy. Hey, they're going to take it slow here. Let the clock run. You're at 6.5 minutes left here in the second quarter.
Cats move right to left across your radio dial. The Cats are in field goal range where we sit. So, if nothing else, we could always try a Brock Boatwright field goal from here.
That sideline warning against Baldwin. Is that the second one, Mike?
No, the first one was against the Wildcats earlier, so this one's against Baldwin. Both teams have one sideline warning now. One apiece, so to speak. Yeah, I got a special weather statement that just came across my phone, Kyle. Let me see what this thing says.
We don't need a weather delay, Mike.
We do not. Special weather statement is in effect until 8 o'clock. It says a strong thunderstorm. So I'm going to come back and read that in a second. Second down play, Nathan Welch going to hand it off to the right side this time, and the Cats keep it himself, and a flag comes in. Was that a face mask?
I think it was. Welch actually kept that, Mike.
Yep.
Took it for some tough yards up the middle. I think he got face mask.
It talks about southwestern Nassau County, southeastern Baker County, which would be right around where we are now, west central Duval and south central Charlton counties through 8 o'clock. So if it does roll through here, Kyle, it's going to go through pretty quick because it's already 7:30 and it's talking about this ending at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Once you get lightning, Mike, it's a 30-minute wait, and that's a long time for these high school football games.
What I need you to do is, if you start to see lightning, I need you to tell me so we can figure out a way to leave.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the guinea pig out here waiting on lightning. 6:09 to go, first half, 34-14. The Wildcats on top. We've got the football now, 2nd down and 1 inside the 10-yard line of the Indians. Wildcats at the 6-yard line of Baldwin. We just need to get it inside the 5 here, and it'll be a 1st and goal situation to go. Wildcats with a full house backfield. Nate Welch in the shotgun. Welch takes the snap, going to hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get a touchdown for the Cats. That's his second touchdown of the night. And the Wildcats, an easy 6-yard touchdown run there for Delano Ruiz, and the Cats now have extended this lead all the way to 40-14. Yeah, these Baldwin Indians have no answer right now for this Wildcat offense, Night Crews. They are putting on a show right now. Brock Boatwright's going to be in there. Hudson Register checks back in to hold this point after attempt. What a great night to be a Wildcat so far. 40 points on the board here with still half of the second quarter remaining. And Brock Boatwright to attempt another extra point. The snap is back. The placement is down. The kick is good. As that's going to be another extra point for Brock Boatwright. The only blemish on the card tonight, Kyle, is a blocked extra point earlier. So 41-14. Yep. It's, like I said, I can't think of anything bad tonight. Coach Candy's got these boys ready to play. And they're playing good on both sides of the ball. They're going to see a lot more of this quarterback, number 9, throwing the ball. And we got to do a better job with pass defense and make some plays. Let's get some picks. Second Delano Ruiz touchdown of the night. What would Larry Birkin say about that? Come on. Just come on down to the Birkin Chevrolet down there and try yourself out a new Chevrolet car or truck. I know Larry Birkins would be happy to see you. What do you think, Kyle? Yeah, very love to see you walk in the door. 5:33 to go in the first half. The Wildcats with a 41-14 lead. Let's take a 2-minute timeout. You are listening to Wildcat Football here on WFBB. We'll be back after this timeout.
Dual State Real Estate is a proud supporter of Wildcat Football. We offer home and land sales as well as property management in Florida and Georgia. Come in for a free consultation, and we'll show you how to get up to 16% more for your property. Mention this ad, and we'll give you free buyer representation. Don't hesitate. Call Dual State, owned and operated by Sabrina Thrift. Call us today at 904-397-0263 or check us out at dualstaterealestate.com. We'll give you service you deserve from people you can trust. And at Dual State Real Estate, we are always Wildcat proud.
And we welcome you back here to Baldwin, Florida tonight. The Wildcats of Baker County making the road trip over to Baldwin. And the Indians of Baldwin on the short end so far against these Wildcats, as the Wildcats have a 41-14 lead with just about 5 minutes to go here in the first half. So, Kyle, I got to tell you, man, beautiful night for football. The Wildcats, we got a little breeze blowing in the background. Cats with a huge lead here so far. Baldwin with the football now. 2nd down and 13 they face. On first down, Rhett Rodham blows up a wide receiver screen right here in the backfield. Takes on the blocker and makes the tackle. Great play by Rodham. We'll go under 5 minutes to go in the half here as Screws, the Baldwin quarterback, has got Jacobs in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. Screws in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Looking to his left, is going to be batted at the line of scrimmage. Jamarian Foy went high in the air and knocks that pass away, and it'll be 3rd down. Yeah, the Kinghorn didn't see that when the Kinghorn Belt had another pick there, Matt. Wildcats have scored multiple ways here tonight, including, as Kyle mentioned, the Taz Kinghorn pick 6 interception return early in the ball game. And the Cats have just added to that lead. They started out 14-0 before you could blink, and now it's 41-14. The Cats on top. Huge 3rd down here for the Cats. 3rd down, the quarterback for Baldwin Screws. He takes the snap. In the shotgun, fires left. Catches, no, he dropped the pass. He had a good pass out there to the receiver, and the pass is going to be dropped. And I think this will be the first punt of the night for either team, Kyle. Is that right? It will be. Great stop by the Wildcat defense. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. We got time to score again, Mike. Oh, plenty of time. The way the Cats are moving up and down the ball field tonight. I mean, there's a lot of time on that clock. Rhett Rodham back there to receive the punt. He's going to stand about the Wildcat 30-yard line, and now you're starting to see some of that lightning creeping in over here, Kyle. I hope the referees don't see it. At least for 4.5 minutes. Let's at least get to the locker room. Baldwin ends the punt. This will be the first punt attempt for either team tonight. That's going to be a high one. That Screws, the quarterback, is also the punter, and it's going to come down and take a Baldwin roll inside the Wildcat 30. So the Wildcats will have it 1st down and 10 around the 25-yard line. 4.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yep. I think we got a little storm rolling here. I hope you're right, Mike. I hope it don't last long.
Well, yeah, I see some lightning behind us there. So, it's a bad look. Bad look. Well, heat lightning. I haven't heard any thunder yet. Yeah, but you can see where the rain's coming down over there. I think I'm going to get some dugout right here on the third base line. I like that idea. 4.5 minutes to go here before halftime. We will have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report coming up. We'll talk about all things college football. We'll talk a little bit about this Wildcat first half and what our second half schedule looks like starting next week. And then we'll talk maybe a little Jaguar football, and also I'm going to fill you in on what it looks like in the Major League Baseball race as we head down the last week of the season coming up.
Yep. I'm sure the Phillies have a lot to do with that.
Well, I can assure you that they do, but you do realize next week's the last week of the baseball season, right?
Yeah, is it? So it is 1 week.
Yep. They play 162 games every season, and they play 81 home games and 81 away games. That's the way the Major League Baseball schedule is set. And if the season ended right now, the Phillies would be the 2 seed in the National League. So I'll fill you in on all that at halftime. I know you're excited.
Can't wait.
Wildcats with the football, 2nd down and 3. The snap back there to Welch. They're going to run the football to the right side. It's going to be a first down for the Cats coming out across the 35-yard line, close to the 38-yard line. Let's see if they move the chains. They do. It'll be a first down, and the Cats, with 3:50 to go on the clock here in the first half, a chance to go down and make this an even bigger lead.
Yep, that's the Lano Lewis again, man. Just steady moving his legs and steady gaining yard for the Wildcats. Now we are in a weather delay. There you go, buddy. I saw that last bolt of lightning to the left side over there, and you knew it was coming pretty soon with 3:53 on the clock, Kyle. So let me just fill the Wildcat fans in at home. So obviously, if you're in McClenny, you may have known this weather's coming toward us anyway. But the way this works is once there's a lightning strike that causes a delay in game, there has to be 30 minutes clear, 30 minutes without another lightning strike. So until the lightning strikes leave the area, we're going to be in at least a delay for 30 minutes to an hour here before the game can resume. So everybody get your popcorn and just sit back and join us again, but we're going to have to take a brief delay here on WFBB, and during that time we'll send it back to the station with John Meadows, and we'll come back and kind of give some updates along the way. But right now, as of right now, with 3:53 to go in the first half, the Wildcats have a 41-14 lead. We're going to be in a weather delay. We're going to be at least a 30-minute weather delay. It could be 45 minutes. It could be an hour. So we'll give some updates as we go. But for now, we're going to send it back to the station with John Meadows, and he'll probably return to some Christian programming until we alert him that we're ready to play football again. So stay tuned with us here. We'll have more football to come as we get through the night. But for now, we're going to take cover and get moving as we try to avoid the lightning and thunder and rain here. So, John Meadows, we're going to send it back to you. 41-14 Wildcats lead. We'll be back with more Wildcat football after this extended weather delay.
Did you know that walking just 10,000 steps a day helps keep you healthy? And it's easy. 20 minutes of grocery shopping is 1,600 steps. Daily housework is 270. Taking a half-hour walk during lunch, around 4,000 steps. You can see how this adds up. 10,000 steps will find you a healthy weight and even reduce your risk of heart disease, diabetes, and stroke. Feeling healthier starts with the first step. A message from the Florida Department of Health.
Living life together. We're 97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
Take the anchors off my lungs. weary. No one can measure the depths of his understanding. He gives power to the weak and strength to the powerless. Even youths will become weak and tired, and young men will fall in exhaustion. But those who trust in the Lord will find new strength. They'll soar high on the wings like eagles. They'll run and not grow weary. They'll walk and not faint.
WFBB-LP Glen St. Mary, McClenny, 97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
Last night put the heavy on me. Woke up and I'm feeling lonely. This world got a way of showing me. Some days it'll lift you up, some days it'll call you bluff. Man, most of my days I ain't got enough. And all I know is you're my only hope. Woo! When I'm up, when I'm down, when the wolves come around, when my feet hit the ground, I just need you on my darkest day. Valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me when I'm beat down, broken. Hold my heart when it's split wide open. Turn these eyes to my soul protector and break the will of this born defector. 'Cause all I know is you're my only hope. When I'm up, when I'm down, when the wolves come around, when my feet hit the ground, I just need you on my darkest day. When I'm losing faith, no it ain't gon' change. I just need you.
He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of creation. He is the first, the last, the one who matters most. He is creator, ruling, sustainer of all. He holds it all together. He is the Word of God, the hope for all the world. highest of all, we magnify you. Your name will be exalted, exalted. We bless you, Lord, God of the ages, highest of all, we magnify you. Your name, oh, your name will be exalted, exalted. Oh, we bless you, Lord, God of the ages. We magnify your name, exalted, oh, exalted, Lord, exalted.
Because your family matters, we're here. 97.5, The Beacon.
When the solid ground is falling out from underneath my feet, between the black skies and my red eyes, I can barely see. And when I'm feeling like I've been let down by my friends and my family, I can hear the rain reminding me, in the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. When my hopes and dreams are far from me and I'm running out of faith, I see the future I picture slowly fade away. And when the tears of pain and heartache are pouring down my face, I find my peace in Jesus' name. In the eye of the storm, you remain in control. In the middle of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the and I just don't know how I'm gonna make ends meet. I did my best, now I'm scared to death that we might lose everything. And when a sickness takes my child away and there's nothing I can do, my only hope is to trust you. I trust you, Lord, in the eye of the storm. You remain in control. Of the war, you guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm. You remain in control in the middle of the war. You guard my soul. You alone are the anchor when my sails are torn. Your love surrounds me in the eye of the storm.
Broadcasting from Glen Baptist Church in the heart of Glen St. Mary, Florida, you're listening to 97.5 WFBB, the beacon of Baker County.
We pray for blessings, we pray for peace, comfort for family, protection while we sleep. We pray for healing, for prosperity. We pray for your mighty hand to ease our suffering. And all the while you hear each spoken need. Yet love is way too much to give us lesser things. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? What if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? We pray for wisdom, your voice to hear. And we cry in anger when we cannot feel you near. We doubt your goodness, we doubt your love, as if every promise from your word is not enough. And all the while you hear each desperate plea, and long that we'd have faith to believe. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? And what if trials of this life are your mercies in disguise? When friends betray us, when darkness seems to win, we know the pain reminds this heart that this is not our home. It's not our home. 'Cause what if your blessings come through raindrops? What if your healing comes through tears? And what if 1,000 sleepless nights are what it takes to know you're near? What if my greatest disappointments or the aching of this life is the revealing of a greater thirst this world can't satisfy? And what if trials of this life, the rain, the storms, the hardest nights, are your mercies in disguise?
What do you think about when you look at me? I know we're not the fairy tale you dreamed we'd be. You wore the veil, you walked the aisle, you took my hand, and we dove into a mystery. How I wish we could go back to simpler times, before all our scars and all our secrets were in the light. Now on this hallowed ground we've drawn the battle lines, and will we make it through the night? It's gonna take much more and promises this time. Only God can change our minds. And maybe you and I were never meant to be complete. Could we just be broken together? If you can bring your shattered dreams and I'll bring mine, can healing still be spoken and save us? The only way we'll last forever is broken together. How it must have been so lonely by my side. We were building kingdoms and chasing dreams and left love behind. I'm praying God will help our broken hearts align, and we won't give up the fight. It's gonna take much more and promises this time. Only God can change our minds. Maybe you and I were never meant to be complete. Could we just be broken together? If you can bring your shattered dreams and I'll bring mine, can healing still be spoken and save us? The only way we'll last forever is broken together. Maybe you and I were never meant to be complete. Could we just be broken together? If you can bring your shattered dreams and I'll bring mine, can healing still be spoken and save us? The only way we'll last forever is broken together.
WFBB-LP Glen St. Mary, McClenny, 97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
Before I ever cried, you answered
97.5, the beacon of Baker County.
I can't say that everything's okay, 'cause I can see the tears you're crying, and I can't promise to take the pain away, but you can know I won't stop trying. I'll be the angel by your side, I will get you through the night. I'll be the strength you can't provide on your own. 'Cause when you're down and out of time, and you think you've lost the fight, let me be the angel by your side. Like you're running out of faith, 'cause it's so hard to keep believing. Oh, but if I can bring a smile back to your face for a moment, you'll forget all about it. Oh, I'll be the angel by your side, I will get you through the night. I'll be the strength you can't provide on your own. 'Cause when you're down and out of time, and you think you've lost the fight, let me be the angel by your side. 'Cause this won't be the last time you'll need get you through the night. I'll be the strength you can't provide on your own. 'Cause when you're down and out of time, and you think you've lost the fight, oh, let me be the angel by your side. Oh, let me be the angel by your side. Oh,
Baker County's own 97.5, The Beacon.
Sin of the world, his blood breaks the chain.
This is 97.5 WFBB, the beacon of Baker County, a ministry of Glen Baptist Church, Glen St. Mary, Florida.
I used to live like I was under attack, dodging arrows from my past. I had no hope for tomorrow. Felt so much pressure, yes, I thought I would crack. But now there's no looking back. I'm moving forward, cause I know I got my armor now. No fear, no doubt, can't shoot me down, yeah. I got my armor now. No fear, no doubt, gonna shoot me down, 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 now. This whole thing under control. My soul is untouchable because you've already won me. My victory is not in this flesh and bone. It's in the cross, and I know nobody's taking it from me. I got my armor now, no fear, no doubt, can't shoot me down. Yeah, I got my armor now, no fear, no doubt, gonna shoot me down, 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 now.
And we're back here at Baldwin High School after about an hour rain delay. The Wildcats and Baldwin Indians here over at Baldwin High School tonight. Baker County High School football all season long, 2025 here. When we left earlier with the weather delay, the Wildcats were leading 41-14. About 3 minutes to go on the clock. They made everybody leave the stadium, so all fans, everybody, coaches, had to leave the stadium. The players came back on about 10 minutes ago and started warming up. And, Kyle, we had to hustle over here and get ready. But both teams back on the field now, so the delay is over, and we're 2 minutes and a half until halftime. Yep, 3rd down and 5 right here, Mike, for the Wildcats offense here about midfield. 41-14 lead, and the Wildcat offense is back on the field. Hudson Register at quarterback for the Cats. 3rd down play, swings one to the right side, catch is made over there. It's going to be couple of yard pickup, but I don't think he's quite got enough for the 1st down, and that's going to bring the first punt team out for the Wildcats tonight. Yep, first punter not for the Wildcats. And that's what you worry about, man. You got 2 minutes left for halftime right here. A weather delay. Hey, we had all the momentum. You don't want to lose that momentum, so if we can get a good punt off here and the Wildcat defense get a big stop before halftime. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Weather delay, you know, these kids sat around for an hour and nobody knows what time the game's going to restart. Well, it's restarted now, and it's going to go for about a minute and a half, and then we're going to have halftime. So all that, and we're going to take another break. Flag down before the play here, so it'll be another moment before Boatwright gets his punt off. But to reset the scene, 41-14, the Wildcats with a big lead here before halftime. We had to pause about an hour for the weather delay that rolled through. I'm supposing if you live in McClenny, you felt the impacts of the rain that blew through here. Not a lot of rain here, but we did have the lightning, and so we had to hold off on that. Not a lot of rain in the Baldwin area, though.
No, not much rain. We're getting a little sprinkle now, though, Mike. So.
Yeah, don't say that. But 41-14, Cats with a great offensive showing tonight. 5 touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball. Also, Taz Kinghorn with an interception return for a touchdown for the Wildcats. So the Wildcats doing it. Delano Ruiz has 2 touchdowns for the Cats. Rhett Roden has a touchdown. Hudson Register, Hudson Hodges, both with touchdowns in the first half for the Wildcats. Brock Boatwright good on 4 out of 5 extra points. One of them was blocked. So now Boatwright's going to punt one away. The Wildcats just shy of midfield. So Baldwin has a return man about the 25. That's Jacobs. High punt coming from Boatwright. End-over-end punt's going to hit around the 35-yard line and take a Baldwin roll. The Wildcats will down it at the 40-yard line. So Baldwin's going to have a minute and a half on the clock to try and cut into this lead, but they trail the Wildcats right now, 41-14.
Yep, not the best effort there from Boatwright on the punt. Kicked it real high for some reason, Mike. We didn't gain but about 15 yards on that punt, and our guys let it roll back another 5. So, hey, minute 28, we need to get a stop here on defense.
They'll spot the ball right at the 40-yard line, right in front of the Wildcat bench on the right hash here. Baldwin back on the field offensively, a minute and a half to go in the first half. We will have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report, so stay with us. Gage Screws, the quarterback for Baldwin, stands in the shotgun. They've got 2 receivers to the near side of the field and 2 to the top. First down play, they send a man in motion. Snap back to the quarterback. He's looking to throw. He's under pressure. Now he's scrambling to his left. He's going to just dump one out there to the wide receiver Barnett, but it's incomplete. And that'll be second down for Baldwin.
That's great coverage by the Wildcat secondary right there. There's nowhere for Screws to go with the ball. He checks everybody down, checks it off to the back right there, and they just can't get it completed.
And we had somebody in contain there because Screws thought about running for just a moment, and he realized he didn't have anywhere to go. So the Wildcats did a nice job keeping him in the pocket.
Yeah, that was Jeremiah Foy out there, big number 9.
Second down play now for the Indians. Second down from the 40-yard line. Screws in the shotgun. They send one receiver to the left side. Second down play. Snap back to the quarterback. Long throw to the far sideline. A catch is made over there by Barnett. And Barnett's going to ramble into Wildcat territory down to the 45, close to the 45-yard line. So a first down gain for Baldwin, and they've got a minute and 9 seconds left to try and put another score on the board before halftime.
These Baldwin receivers are they're pretty athletic when they get in space. They're hard to tackle. They make good shifty moves, and hey, we got to make sure we're wrapping up.
First down play, quarterback straight drop. Now he's going to run. No, he's going to run out of there and slide down inside the 40-yard line to around the 38, but it's short of the first down, so the clock's going to run.
Timeout, Baldwin. 47 seconds left on the clock here.
So these weather delays certainly put a damper on things for a little while, but now both band stands are filling back up and the cheerleaders back on the field, the band's playing, so it's getting back to a normal football game.
Well, I think at 41-14 too, Michael, a lot of the Wildcat fans I think are going to go back and tune into us for the second half in Baker County, and a lot of the Baldwin fans have cleared out also, so.
Yeah, it's a weird night, isn't it? It is. Weird night. But we'll regroup and keep it on the air here at Glen Baptist Church. Hopefully John Meadows was able to get out and get a snack or something because we might be here till midnight with you.
There you go. I'm sure John got him something to eat.
50 seconds exactly on the clock here in the second quarter as we head down toward the second down play. Screws takes a snap, going to throw one deep down the right sideline. He's got a man over there, but he's going to throw it just out of the hands of the receiver inside the 10-yard line. So now you're going to be looking at a third down and long for the Indian offense. For a moment there, it looked like he had a receiver open inside the 10. Was going to be a big play for Baldwin, but the pass just sails a little bit too long.
He did. Looks like we was in zone coverage right there. 3. Thomas lets this guy go, and Rhett Roden was a little bit late getting over. I mean, it's a good pass. You probably got a touchdown if you're the Baldwin Indians right there.
43 seconds on the clock here, 41-14. Stay with us at the halftime break. We'll get you caught up on all the action around the area and some games of interest. Pass to the left side over there, going to be caught along the far sideline. It's going to be enough to move the chains maybe for Baldwin, or it might be a short situation on fourth down here. No, they will move the chains. It's first down. Clock running now, down under 35 seconds to go. So Baldwin's going to have a first down around the 30-yard line of the Wildcats, but they've got to hurry. Straight drop to the quarterback, pump fake. He throws down the left sideline. He had another man open down the left side. They're going to get an interference call against the Wildcats as we made contact before the pass got there, and they're going to get a big first down here as the clock's going to stop with 21 seconds to go.
Yeah, that's a young freshman, Keldon Dupree, right there. I don't think the ball was probably catchable, Mike. He just takes the guy out. I guess he was scared of giving up a touchdown right there, but, hey, he'll learn from that. And 21 seconds left, and the Indians are in the red zone.
Yeah, they'll actually move the ball all the way down inside the 15-yard line. They're going to wait to spot the ball here. It's going to be right around the 15-yard line. So they're going to have a 1st and 10 right around the 15. The clock's going to start on the whistle from the official.
I think Baldwin's out of timeouts also, Mike. So there's 21 seconds left. They got to be careful if they get tackled inbound.
Straight drop for the quarterback. He fires one to the left side. The catch is made over there on the far sideline, but he stays inbounds. The clock's going to run. So now they're going to have to
have a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to have to call their last timeout here with only 13 seconds on the clock.
That's a great play by the freshman Dupree over there. He comes up, makes the play, a little 3-yard hitch in front of him. Good, sure tackling by Keldon.
Kept him inbounds, forced Baldwin to use their last timeout. So now they're sitting right around, I'm going to say they're right around the 8-yard line, but only a couple of plays. They're going to have the opportunity to run here with only 13 seconds on the clock.
No timeouts, Mike. You got to think they're going to throw it to the end zone 2 times here. They're going to be scared of getting tackled inbounds here. So you know it's a pass, and you know it's probably going to the end zone for the Wildcats.
41-14 ball game. The Cats on top, but Baldwin with the football, and they will get the ball to start the second half. So Baldwin's thinking in their mind, at worst, get a touchdown here and then get a touchdown to start the second half, and you'll only be a couple of touchdowns behind.
Oh, yeah. So a huge defensive stop. They're staying right here for the Wildcats with 13 seconds left in the first half.
So Baldwin just outside the 10-yard line here. First down play coming up. Quarterback takes a snap, rolls to his right, looking toward the end zone. He's got a receiver. A catch is made. He's going to get close to the pylon. They're going to spot him in the end zone, touchdown. He was able to stretch the ball out and get into the corner of the end zone. So with 6 seconds on the clock, Baldwin capitalizes on their last possession of the half here, and they're going to get a touchdown to draw this thing a little bit closer to 41-20.
Yep, like I say, Mike, that's a big momentum swing with this rain delay, and then the Baldwin Indians come out and score here before halftime. They get the ball coming out in the second half, so these Wildcats better get back up and get ready to play.
Extra point on the way for the Indians. The snap is back. The placement's good. The kick is right down the middle, and they've drawn this thing back to a 20-point game, 41-21. And you're right. The most two, they're not the most important possessions, but we always talk about the possession right before halftime and the possession right after halftime. And tonight, Baldwin is the one that's going to have those opportunities. So they score right here before halftime. They'll get the ball to start the second half. And if they were to be able to convert, then they're thinking, okay, we've got this thing back to a 2-touchdown game, and then from there you play football.
Yep, it's got 2 for 1, Mike. You don't ever want to give up the score before half if you're not getting the ball.
So 6 seconds to go. We'll have our Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report coming up in just a few moments. And I don't know if they'll reduce the time at halftime. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, let's see. We had a long delay, so they should be very well rested out here, Mike. So we'll see what we do at halftime here. I'm not sure they'll take a halftime.
Yeah, I mean, you basically had a halftime already, right?
So 2 of them.
So Baldwin will kick it off to the Wildcats. They kick a high kick. It's going to come down around the 20. The Wildcats will return it from there. And it's going to be out to around the 30-yard line. But the clock is going to tick down, and that'll be the end of the second quarter. So technically we're in the halftime break now. A 41-21 lead for the Wildcats over Baldwin. What a half, Kyle. If I told you there were going to be 62 points scored in the first half, would you have believed me?
No, not at all. It looks like they are not going to take a halftime out. We're going to continue playing.
So the Wildcats will kick off to the Indians, and we'll have a shortened halftime break here. We'll talk about the Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report. Thank our folks down there at Baker County Farm Bureau, Jack Baker, Justin Webb, making it possible for us to have a Baker County Farm Bureau halftime report each and every week. And Kyle, not a lot to talk about in terms of this game. We caught you up 41-21. The Wildcats are going to have the lead at what we would call the halftime break, but Baldwin will get the ball to start the second half. But Kyle, looking ahead to some action tomorrow in the college football world, we talked about some of those games. We're going to talk about Auburn and Oklahoma. That game's at 3:30 tomorrow at Oklahoma. Oklahoma's about a 6-point favorite in that game. Auburn's 3-0. Oklahoma, the Sooners, 3-0. In that ball game. So the winner of that game has a chance to be 4-0 and a couple of wins in the SEC. Who you got winning that ball game?
I think that's the best game probably on the slate tomorrow, Mike. But I like Oklahoma. I think it's too much to ask for the Auburn team with a young quarterback to go in there and beat Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma at home.
Yeah, Oklahoma, the Sooners. That's not a team that a lot of people were talking about this year, but they got a win against Temple, a big win against Michigan. They, a couple of other wins along the season, and now they're sitting here looking. If they beat Auburn tomorrow 4-0, then they play Kent State, the same team that Florida State's playing tomorrow. And then they've got a big matchup a couple weeks now with number 8 Texas Arch Manning. All right, so the second half kickoff's already happened, so we're leaving our Farm Bureau halftime report. I'll ask you about that Florida-Miami game in a few minutes just to get your thoughts on it. I'll tell you my thoughts as well as we get into this third quarter. But Baldwin, fresh off the momentum of scoring that touchdown just a moment ago, they're going to get the football here at the 32-yard line. Trailing by 20, Wildcats 41, Baldwin 21, as we start the second half. Screws takes the snap, looking to throw. He fires one right side, catch is made. He sheds the tackler, and he's out to the 45 near midfield here. So on the first play of the second half, their momentum continues, and Baldwin's moving the football.
Yeah, it's just a hitch and another missed tackle right here on the corner. Opening kickoff, we squib kicked it down the left sideline here, Mike, and Jake Lee comes down and makes a great play, but Baldwin's moving here. Ball at the 50-yard line again here, first down. First down and 10 from midfield. Baldwin with the football. Jacob's going to run it to the left side. He's going to get bottled up, and he's not going to have any running room on that left side. Taz Kinghorn comes up and makes a tackle for the Cats. So the Indians trying to get back in this football game desperately, and the Wildcats want to turn them away here and force a punt. They've moved Rhett Roden out here to corner and put Hudson Hodges at safety and brought young Jake Lee here in the linebacker where Hudson Hodges was playing. So we'll change on defense for the Wildcats.
Second down and 10 coming up for the Indians. Underway in the second half. Had a chance while we were in the rain delay a moment ago. I'll give you an update in just a second. Second down play here. Screws takes the snap, going to fire one left side. Catch made over there on the far sideline. That's Barnett, number 1, the receiver. He's been the man that they've gone to a lot tonight, and he's going to get this catch and pick up maybe 5, maybe 6 yards here on the first down play.
Yeah, they got 2 or 3 nice skill guys now. 0, 1, 2, 3. They all make plays.
I said first down play, but that was the second down play. They got stopped on the running play to start, so now they're looking at 3rd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain on second down. Screws, they're going to run the hurry-up offense here with 10.5 to go in the third quarter. Screws in the shotgun, calls for the snap, and we get a flag down before the play. You're going to get movement here on the Baldwin side, so all that second down yardage they gain, we're going to take it back.
Yep. That's a big penalty there for the Baldwin Indians. You go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. Got old Lucas Cox over here getting the crowd pumped up, Mike. He's trying to get them pumped up anyway.
Yeah, there were a lot of Wildcat fans here earlier, and I got to tell you, I'm seeing about half, both sides. Baldwin's got about half of their fans returning, and Baker County about half of the fans returned. And you're right, Lucas down there getting the moves going with the band. 3rd down, 8. Big play here for Baldwin. They send a man in motion on 3rd down. Quarterback takes the snap, fakes the handoff, throws wide down the field. He's got a receiver down there. Catch is made. And they're inside the 20-yard line of the Wildcats just like that. So Baldwin scores before the half, and now on 3rd down they convert a huge play about 24 yards down the right sideline, and they're going to be set up here 1st and 10 inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think that was a miscommunication between Hudson Hodges and Rhett Road. And the guy comes in motion, full steam ahead, and nobody picked him up. We're lucky he didn't score a touchdown on that play.
1st down play now. Baldwin, the chains weren't even set. They're going to run it with Jacobs to the left side. He's looking for the corner. Not going to get there as the Wildcats do a good job containing on the outside edge, so it'll be 2nd down and 10. Flag down after the play.
We got a flag out here, man. Sure that it's not on the Wildcat.
The head referee back here behind the play threw the flag in after the play was over. You're going to get unsportsmanlike conduct against Baldwin.
Yeah, great tackle over there by Kinghorn, and Dupree comes up from the corner position. Both of them take the guy down out there on the edge.
But we've seen it all year long against the Wildcats when those penalties come in at very costly times. And for Baldwin, I got to tell you, that's a bad one. That's a 15-yard penalty when you're set up inside the 20-yard line. And now they're going to move it all the way back to the 33-yard line after the 15-yard penalty. Yep. Makes it a 2nd down because that was a dead ball penalty, so it makes it a 2nd down play, and it's 2nd down and a long way to go. They get it to Jacobs on a little screen toss, and Jacobs is going to be down the far sideline, and they make up for it after the 15-yard penalty, and they hit Jacobs on a little safety screen play out here to the left-hand side, and Jacobs goes all the way down inside the goal line. Did he score?
Yeah, he scored. That's a touchdown for the Baldwin Indians on a nice play call. Screen on the backside right there on towards the Baldwin sideline. He goes about, 35 yards, Mike, you said?
Yeah, they were at the 33, and they just hit the little safety screen over there. Jacobs makes a nice catch on it, got to the far sideline, and went down the sideline. I thought he was out of bounds inside the 5, but he goes into the end zone, so they're setting up for the extra point here.
Yep. All the momentum's completely switched sidelines. We don't have it right now. We got to find it.
The snap is back. The extra point is on the way, and it's good right down the middle. And now Baldwin, who was down 41-14 when we had the weather delay, they've scored 14 unanswered points since we came back from the break, and now it is a 41-28 ball game here, and the Wildcats will get the ball back.
Yep. We got to find a way. The offense needs to keep doing what they've been doing. We really hadn't had the ball. We got to keep. We need to sustain a drive here and get this defense some rest.
Well, the Wildcats had one possession when we came back from the timeout, and we ended up having the punt, and then Baldwin scored right before the end of the half, and then they score on their first possession of the second half. So it's a 41-28 ball game now, and the Cats will get the ball back.
Yep. Need something good to happen on this offense.
Yeah, you just need a drive. You just need a drive. Here's the thing, you have all the momentum. You still have a big lead on the scoreboard, and for a team trying to come back from ball like the big deficit Baldwin was in, if you go down and put one score on the board, Kyle, it changes their momentum.
Oh, it does. But you got to do it, Mike. We talk about it. You got to go do it.
Got to go do it. They kick it off, a high kickoff coming to the near sideline. Wildcats will get it at the 25, taking it back to the middle of the field, and this is going to be a good return for the Cats all the way out near midfield. And that's going to be a great return for the Cats as we'll be set up 1st and 10 from the midfield strike.
Yeah, good return by 4 there for the Wildcats.
Both teams, Kyle, have done a great job on kickoff returns tonight.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, you've seen both teams starting their average starting field position 45-50 yard line every time. And we'll take it on this one because the Wildcats need an answer here.
Yep, we do. So let's see what the Wildcats. I think you'll see the Wildcats try to come out and run the football, establish the run again. The offensive line dominated the first half. Let's see if we can continue doing that.
41-28 ball game. Hudson Register back in there at quarterback on 1st down. Cats right at midfield. Snap back. We're going to run it with Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten forward for a yard, but not a lot there. It'll be 2nd down.
Yep. No gain, Mike. That's the first time on 1st down we didn't get positive yards all night.
The officials blew the whistle to stop the clock there, and I'm not sure why. Now they'll reset it. Clock will run. Under 9 minutes to go coming up after this play in the third quarter. Late start here in the third quarter due to the weather delay, but we're back on the air, and the Wildcats are back in the air on offense. 41-28 ball game. Register takes the snap, rolling to his left, looking to throw. Fires one out here. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to catch Hudson Hodges on the little comeback route, and it's going to be incomplete. It'll be third and long.
Yeah, he had pressure in his face as soon as he rolled out, Mike. It was immediate pressure and really no place to go with the ball right there for Register.
Yeah, so you talk about momentum, and right now you mentioned it. Baldwin's got all the momentum, so if you're the Wildcat offense, you really need to dial one up here, come up with a big play to at least get 8-9 yards to make yourself think about going forward on fourth down.
Absolutely. You need a first down in the biggest way here.
3rd and 10. Wildcats in the shotgun. Register back there. He's got one back in the backfield, sends a man in motion. Register's going to keep it himself, and he's got a good hole and a good run, and this is a great play for the Cats as Hudson Register just called his own number up the middle that time and picks up 11 yards.
Yeah, great run by Register. I tell you, man, that kid's ran the ball hard all year, and he keeps calling his own number, and he keeps making plays when this Wildcat offense needs him to make a play.
Hudson Register doing it all on that play, picks up 12 all the way down to the 38-yard line right in front of the Wildcat bench here. So from the 38-yard line, the Cats will have a 1st and 10, new set of downs.
I'm saying about a huge third down. To me, that's the biggest play of the game so far for the Wildcats.
8:25 to go in the third quarter. Register calls for the snap, going to hand it off to Ruiz. Ruiz has got some running room this time. He's inside the 35 and keeps his legs moving down to the 33, so a 5-yard gain, maybe 6 on first down.
Yep, keep moving. Hey, positive yards on first down. That's right. Offensive line, wake up. Keep doing what we've been doing.
Need an answer here. 41-28. Wildcats on top by 13 in this ball game. Looking to the sideline for a play call here. Hudson Hodges, Rhett Roden will move to the right side of the formation. Ruiz is in the backfield with Hudson Register, the quarterback. Snap back. Ruiz is going to make a cut back to the right that time, and he's going to pick up 2 yards down to the 30-yard line, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Yep, another big third down here for the Wildcat offense. Let's see what they draw up. I'd be shocked if we don't run Register again here.
3rd down and 2 coming up for the Cats. Obvious 4-down situation here for the Cats, so they've got a couple of plays to make 2 yards. Just don't want to make any mistakes here. No penalties. Keep this thing moving, keep the clock running. The Wildcats in control of the ball game with a 13-point lead midway through the third quarter.
I think you're probably in 4-down territory right here, ain't you, Mike?
I think so. 3rd down play. Register going to keep it himself. He's going to get the first down, and he's going to get down to the 25-yard line. A gutsy run that time by Register as he lowered his shoulder and got down to the 25, picked up 5 yards. The Cats needed 2, and they're going to get the first down at the 25-yard line.
Hey, Mike, I feel like we're offensive coordinators up there, man. We're calling the plays for them here. We're at 6:59 and counting here in the third quarter. Third quarter moving fast. Wildcats driving.
Right in front of the Wildcat bench. The Wildcats get the play call signal in from the offensive coordinator. Wildcats dig in along the front line. Need 25 yards for pay dirt here. Register in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion. There's the snap. He's going to hand it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is running hard. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10. Ruiz inside the 5-yard line. A big gain right there from the 25 down to the 2, a 23-yard run for Delano Ruiz, and he's already got 2 touchdowns on the night. He almost had number 3.
Yeah, great run by Ruiz. He hit the hole, and he hit it fast right there. We did a little misdirection. We faked the jet sweep coming back towards our sideline and handed it the other way. Great run, great play call by Porch.
And I'm going to tell you, Ruiz has got to be over 100 yards tonight.
Oh, easily.
That was a 23-yard gain on that play, and he gained a lot of yards in the first half. So he's had a good night from that tailback position tonight. 1st and goal now for the Cats. Let's punch it in. Register calls his number, and he goes in. Untouched, 2 yards for the touchdown. And Hudson Register adds his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Wildcats now extend the lead from 41-28 to 47-28, and we can make it a 20-point game again with an extra point.
Yep, great answer by the Wildcat offense. Great answer. Hey, we needed a big 3rd down conversion by Hudson Register on a quarterback draw. And, hey, just like the Wildcat offense needed, they went and got the job done.
I'm going to tell you, it makes a big difference when you start at midfield, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. All night long, we've had great field position.
Great field position all night. We did it there, and the Cats are getting close to the half-century mark on the scoreboard as Boatwright adds the extra point with no problem, and it makes it a 48-28 game, and so that extends the lead back to 20. So that makes you breathe a little easier on the Wildcat sideline.
A lot easier, Mike. We needed that answer big time.
We'll pause for the mid-quarter timeout in just a moment. So, Kyle, let's take a 2-minute timeout. Let's catch our breath. Let's send it back to John Meadows at the station. The Cats on top, 48-28. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing is located in Glen St. Mary, building trust with quality work and dependability. Wildcat Radio is happy to be partnered with Robbie Foster and Foster's General Contracting this year. Foster's General Contracting and Plumbing, your hometown full-service plumbing and general contracting company. We're here to serve all your new construction or remodeling needs, both residential and commercial. Do you have plumbing needs? We do service calls and offer free estimates for any repair, big or small. Call us anytime, 904-653-1136. That's Foster's General Contracting. You can also go online to fostersgeneralcontracting.com. Locally owned and operated and has proudly served Baker County since 2006. Let's go Wildcats.
You're listening to Wildcat Football on 97.5 FM WFBB. This radio station is a ministry of Glen Baptist Church in Glen St. Mary, Florida. We're blessed to air Baker County Wildcat Football live each week, and it's our hope that you enjoy the program. We know that life is busy, work, school, football, running errands around, but in the midst of the busyness, we all need a church home that brings the stability upon which you can build your life. If you're looking for a church home where you can grow in Christ and community, we would love to invite you to worship with us every Sunday morning at 10:30 a.m. Check us out on our website at glenbaptist.org or on Facebook, where you can access church info and content and even watch worship services. At Glen, you get dynamic music, gospel-centered expository preaching, and a wonderful faith community. Come grow with us.
And we welcome you back here to Baldwin High School on the campus right downtown Baldwin, Florida. And we talked about momentum, and I tell you what, the Wildcats, while we were away, just kicked the ball off to the Indians. And Jacobs, the running back that we talked about all night long tonight, he scored a touchdown a moment ago. Now he takes the kickoff 70 yards back for a touchdown, and the Wildcats just tried to kind of squib one down there. Jacobs caught it with one hand, reverse field, went all the way back across midfield to the far sideline and went down the sideline for the touchdown, Kyle. And the Wildcats did all that with the momentum killer to come back and take the lead 48-28. And now Baldwin has added the kickoff return touchdown. They've scored 3 times, the last 3 times they touched the ball, and now the score is 48-35.
Yeah, Mike, I think if I'm Coach Kennedy and this coaching staff, I'm probably going to either try to kick it through the end zone or kick it out of bounds. I mean, they've got the ball to the 50 every kickoff return tonight. I mean, I'd rather give it to them at the 40.
Yeah, and I mean, my goodness, that time, I mean, Jacobs had to make kind of a circus catch just to corral the ball. He gets it and just makes an outstanding return down the far sideline, and now Baldwin has scored 21 points in the last 3 times they touched the ball.
I'd watch for the onside kick here.
And you're going to get it, the onside kick, and if it goes 10 yards, the Wildcats can cover it there, and we're going to have great field position to start this drive. But, hey, Baldwin's thinking of what we're thinking. We've had it at the 50 every time. They've got to stop us at some point.
Yep. And I think that's the right call. If we score again, like either onside kick it, we can get on quick, because these guys are dangerous, and we're not covering kicks well at all tonight.
They've got a couple of playmakers on their side, you're right, that are dangerous, and you saw that just a moment ago with Jacobs as he goes 70 yards on the kickoff return to answer the Wildcat touchdown. We drove the football down. Hudson Register scores, made it 48-28, and just like that, Baldwin answers.
48-35 with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. We got the mid-quarter timeout, I think, now, Mike.
Yeah, they always do that right when we take a break, so we'll keep it here during the mid-quarter timeout. But, Kyle, 48-35, a lot of points scored in this ball game. You're thinking not a lot of defense played, but the defenses have made a couple of plays when they had to, but my goodness, Baldwin just riding a ton of momentum when they get the football right.
There's so many big plays in this game tonight. Big plays. I mean, especially on the Baldwin side. They're scoring fast. We're more methodical driving it down the field. Baldwin's getting the ball and scoring real quick, and we got to figure out how we stop them. Now the offense has got to answer them again. So still 6:11 to go in the third quarter. Wildcats with a 13-point lead, 48-35, and we've got the football right around the 45-yard line, our own 45-yard line, where we'll start at first down and 10 here. Hudson Register brings the team back out. Ruiz is in the backfield. We take the snap. We're going to run it with Hodges, and Hodges is going to run up inside and maybe pick up a yard. Not a lot of running room that time. Be a 2nd down and 9 coming up. Yeah, a big 2nd and 9. We need a first down in a bad way right now. 2nd down, 9. Cats with the football from the 46. We've still got a 13-point lead in this game. Really offensive explosions on both sides of the ball tonight. I haven't seen a game this year or in recent past where there's 100 points on the board, but there's a chance of that tonight. Oh, yeah. Easily. Register in the gun, going to take the snap, give it off to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to run hard up inside the 45-yard line of Baldwin and pick up a first down here for the Cats, or close to it. He picked up about 9 yards. Yeah, I'm very impressed with Ruiz, how hard he's running the football now. That kid's fighting and playing hard. They ripped his helmet off there. I think there's a flag on the field, Mike. Ruiz's helmet came off at the end of the play, but I don't see a flag. No, they're good. He's having to come out here. So hey, we're 3rd and 2. We need. Hey, who we're calling on right here, Mike? I'm probably running Register here on 3rd and 2. We are. Clock's going to tick down under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter here, but the Wildcats facing a 3rd and 2 just outside the 45-yard line of Baldwin. Going to split 2 receivers to the right side. Register in the shotgun. He's got Hudson Hodges in the backfield with him. Register takes it. He's going to give it to Hodges. Hodges is going to run straight ahead. He's going to be close to the first down marker, but I don't know if he got it. He didn't get it, and this Baldwin defense playing with a lot of emotion right now. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Wildcats. Big call here for Coach Kennedy. I think he'd go for it. 4th down and 1. The Wildcat offense still on the field. I don't see the punt team. The Wildcats are going to come to the line. Watch the hard count here. Wildcats set up quickly here. Register in the shotgun. We need a yard. 4th down play, and we're going to get them to come across. There it is. 5 yards. We got the hard count, and Baldwin was feeling the momentum, and they jump into the neutral zone and give us the free 5. That's the thing about momentum sometimes, Mike. It makes you do stuff you don't want to do. That's what happened there. Great call by the coaching staff to go hard counter. And I kind of felt like, Kyle, when they set up quickly on 4th down, that was what they were going to try to do with the hard count, and it worked to perfection. Baldwin aggressive. They wanted to get there on the snap, and they thought that hard count was the snap, and they had 2 guys come across into the neutral zone. I tell you that they got 8 guys in the box. I mean, they're daring us to throw the football. First down play though, inside the Baldwin 45 to the 41-yard line now. Register takes the snap. Ruiz back in there. He's going to run the football hard to the right. He fumbled the football, Kyle. He fumbles the football as he gets hit inside the 40-yard line, and Baldwin's going to pick it up, and they're going to have a first down at their own 41-yard line. Yep, that's a mistake that we didn't want to see happen, and it happened on our end right here as we're driving the football. So defense, hey, this defense has got to come out and make a stop right now, Mike. You're in a one-score game if you give them a touchdown here. This is a huge possession for the Wildcat defense. Wildcats haven't turned it over tonight. That's the first one, and we fumble it at the wrong time. We're up 13, and now Baldwin feeling all the momentum. You can feel their fans feel it. The players feel it. That defense was fired up. They get the turnover. First down and 10 going the other way. Screws in the shotgun. Calls for the snap. Takes it. Looking to throw. He's under pressure. He has to scramble out to the right. Fires one deep down the right sideline, and he just overthrows his receiver over here. And it's incomplete, so it'll be second down. Yeah, good coverage again by the Wildcat secondary right there. He had Fuller chasing him outside the pocket right there. Good job by the defense on first down. It was a good job, but if Screws kind of sets his feet there and throws that, he had a man. It would have been a big gain. Yeah, he hurried to throw. Mm-hmm. I don't think he realized that he had a little bit of time behind him. He thought he was under heavy pressure. He did have time to set his feet. He didn't do it. So it's second down and 10. 3:49 to go. Cats on top by 13, but Baldwin with the football from the 42. Screws takes the snap, fires one left side. Catch made over there by Barnett, trying to make a man miss. He does. He's down the sideline, into the side of the Wildcat territory to the 35-30 and inside the 20-yard line.
a huge play there on second down for the Indians, and a flag comes down after the play.
Well, I think you might get a face mask on that, too, to get more yards added to the big play.
Oh, my goodness. Just to remind you, back with a couple of minutes to go in the second quarter, the Cats had a 41-14 lead in this ball game. And since that time, Baldwin has outscored the Cats 21-7, and it's 48-35 right now. And a huge penalty call coming up here after that big game.
So, you know, momentum is a crazy thing, but I'm telling you, it has totally switched. And it switched the course of this game.
Going to get an unsportsmanlike
on Baldwin.
On Baldwin, that's going to back them up 15 yards, but they will get the first down. So after the penalty, they're going to march it all the way back to the 38-yard line of the Wildcats. So the unsportsmanlike penalty, big one against Baldwin, but they did get the first down. So first down from the 38 of the Wildcats, inside handoff to Jacobs, and he's got running room. Kind of a little delayed draw there that they ran, and Jacobs runs it down inside the Wildcat 30-yard line.
48-35, 3 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Baldwin's driving again on the Wildcat defense there.
That was an 8-yard gain on first down, makes it a second down and 2 coming up for the Indians. And the Indians are just feeling, hey, if we get one touchdown here, this is a brand-new ballgame.
Absolutely. We need a stop in a bad way.
Second down, call it 2, inside the Wildcat 30. Screws in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to the far side. Now sends all the backs out in motion. Screws is going to scramble out of there, and he's got room to run. He's inside the 25-yard line and comes down and takes a slide after he picks up the first down for Baldwin. So they're going to have a first down and 10 inside the Wildcat 25-yard line.
Yep. Screws don't really like to run, Mike, but he can run when he takes off.
Well, that time he didn't really have a choice. He saw all that green grass and only needed 2 yards for the first down. So he made the right decision, and he slides down with a big first down for the Indians. 2:40 to go in the third quarter. Baldwin now first and 10 inside the Wildcat 25-yard line. Screws in the shotgun. Oh, they got a little confusion on their side. I thought the receiver was going to false start there, but now they send a man in motion. They're going to throw the football. Screws makes a man miss, fires one down to the end zone. It's going to be up in the air and a chance for an interception, but not caught by anyone. That was just a busted play from the beginning. Screws trying to make something happen, throws it to the receiver in the end zone, but falls to the ground incomplete, so it's going to be second down.
That was Marlon Gibbons, and he's a sophomore, I believe, Mike. Another young player in Rhett Road, no coverage. Both of them had a chance for a pick right there, and they pretty much knocked it away from each other, I think.
2:19 to go, third quarter. Time getting late here in Baldwin, Florida. I thought we were going to get home early tonight.
Yeah, you have my hopes up.
Second down play, Screws in the shotgun, sends a man in motion, takes a snap, looking to throw. He's under heavy pressure, and Screws is going to go all the way down. Oh, my goodness. He slipped down all the way back to the 38-yard line, so a huge loss on the play that time. Screws just trying to make something happen. He was under a lot of pressure, and that one was a huge sack for this Wildcat defense.
That was all Grayson Thrift, Mike. He's a great play by Thrift. He made that play by himself. He made Screws slip. That was a 15-yard loss.
Huge loss on the play. Takes it all the way back near the 40-yard line, so now Baldwin's going to have to go all the way to the 15 for a first down, so they're looking at third down and about 25.
Minute 35 and counting in the third quarter here in Baldwin, Florida.
Baldwin, Florida. Screws takes the snap. No backs in the backfield. Straight drop for the quarterback. He's still looking to throw. Fires one down there. He's got a receiver, and a catch is made inside the 20-yard line, and he's still fighting for yardage along that Baldwin sideline. And, Kyle, they need a 25 for the first down, and they're going to be close to it.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
They picked up about 28 yards on the play, and it's going to be a first down for Baldwin. And just when you thought that sack was going to put them out of range here and the Cats were going to get a big stop, they come up with another play, and they've got first and goal.
Yeah, nothing good happening for the Wildcats right now.
First down inside the 10-yard line. Baldwin with the football. Under a minute to go now, and you're going to get a whistle to stop the play here, and the Wildcats are going to call a timeout and talk about it.
Yep. I tell you, Mike, it's the same thing we've watched all year, man. This past defense for the Wildcats, we've been, I don't know what word to use here, but we've just been poor. We've been poor in the secondary all year long. Well, you talked about it when we came back from the break and what happens with a weather delay. We delayed for over an hour here. The Cats had a 41-14 lead in the ball game, and I mean, every bit of that first half was all Wildcats. But Baldwin came out motivated, scored right before halftime, scored right after halftime. They let the Wildcats come down and score, but then they return the kickoff to score. So then they get a fumble. And so everything since we've come back from the weather delay has gone Baldwin's way. Yep, nothing good's happened for the Wildcats. We need to force a turnover or do something big right here. Get a goal line stand. Talk about that Miami-Florida game, Mike, while we got a break here. I know you're trying to get away from that, but I tell you, I think that's going to be a better game than most people think tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, listen, I don't have a lot of good things to say about what's happening in Gainesville right now, trust me, there's nobody it hurts worse to say that than me, but I don't see good things happening tomorrow. First of all, a false start in the backfield. The running back just couldn't quite hold it, and he's going to get 5-yard loss here. But, Kyle, going back to that game, here's the problem. Miami starts off with basically every game they played in their house to start the season. Now, I don't necessarily consider their house to be, one of the toughest places to play. Normally it's half full, but to start this year, they had Notre Dame down there, and they had a pretty full stadium. They were, they wanted to prove something because South Florida goes and beats Florida, so then they want to come prove something, so they just blow out South Florida and make that look like, hey, how'd y'all struggle with them? We just whooped them. So I think Miami's feeling it, Kyle, and I think that they're feeling, they got the guy transfer from Georgia as their quarterback over there. I think Miami's feeling it. I wouldn't doubt if they just put a big one on Florida tomorrow. Gage Screws is going to look to run here. He's under heavy pressure. Gets pulled down in the backfield. Flags everywhere. They might get a horse collar here on the Wildcats. Screws was barking at the Wildcat sideline there as he came up, and the bad thing about that was the Cats had everything that was going to be an incompletion after the 5-yard false start on them, but now we might get a horse collar tackle here against the quarterback that gives them 15. Yeah, I think tomorrow, man. I think Florida's. I think they're a better team than what their record is, Mike, and I think that they're going to play hard tomorrow. I think their defense is good. I think they're going to give Miami some issues, and I don't see like DJ having a bad game. He can't keep playing bad. He's too good of a player. I think Florida makes it very close tomorrow night with a chance to win at the end. Yeah. I appreciate you saying all those things that you're saying, but it's going to be tough. I mean, Lagway, for all the credit that he gets, he looked like a deer in the headlights last week at LSU. He really did. And, it's not going to be an easy environment for him tomorrow down at Miami. And if things are going Miami's way, it's just going to get tougher. And their defense can maybe keep them in the ballgame for a while. But, Kyle, when it comes down to it, you got to score points. They're going to hand the ball to Jacobs here going around the left end, and Jacobs is going to go all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. So Baldwin is really trying to come back on this miracle comeback here, Kyle, and they've cut this lead all the way down to one touchdown now. Yeah, we don't have any answer for them defensively right now. They can run it, they can throw it, they can pretty much do what they want to do. This offense has got to come. They got to hold on to the football. They got to come down the field and score, because I can tell you 48 points ain't going to win the game tonight. With a whole quarter left and the way that Baldwin is scoring points right now, they just ripped off. If they score this touchdown now, they've ripped off 28 points in the last quarter and really a couple of minutes that were left in that first half. So really in one quarter of football, they've scored 28 points. Unbelievable. I mean, we have no answer whatsoever on defense right now. The extra point's a big one because the Wildcats had one blocked earlier, so if they get their extra point, it's going to make it a 6-point ball game. And everybody that's listening in knows how one missed extra point can always come back to haunt you. Low snap. And here they go. They get a low snap on the play. It's going to be picked up our way, and we can take this back. No, they won't let you return it in high school football. But it keeps it a 7-point ball game. So we're going to end the third quarter here, Kyle, and it's going to be 48-41. And as we head to the fourth quarter, let's take a 2-minute timeout here. We'll come back and we'll take this game all the way to the end for you. It's a 7-point Wildcat lead right now. You're listening to Wildcat Football on WFBB.
tailored health care clinic right there in McClenny on South 5th Street. 259-5929 is the number. They offer primary care, traditional primary care services through the insurance, direct primary care memberships for an affordable monthly plan. They've got lots of different services they offer. Hormone replacements, one of the things they do, medical weight loss, aesthetic treatments, including Botox. Give them a call, 259-5929.
Have you ever thought about cleaning out your garage or wonder what you need to do with all those aluminum cans or scrap metal you've got laying around in the backyard? Well, look no further. You just need to load it up and head to American Recycling. Tim Hughes owns and operates American Recycling on Woodlawn Road in McClenny, Florida. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and on the second and fourth Saturdays of every month from 9 a.m. to noon. Stop by and see Tim and maybe even cash in on that stuff you've got laying around. Tim and American Recycling say, go Wildcat.
Baker County Farm Bureau wants to wish the Baker County Wildcats much success this football season. Baker County Farm Bureau, specializing in auto insurance, homeowners insurance, along with life insurance. To get started with Farm Bureau, contact Jack Baker or Justin Webb at 259-6332. That's 259-6332.
Well, we welcome you back here to Baldwin High School just when you think you're going to have a lull in the action and the Wildcats are going to get the football back and try to go make this a two-score game again. Baldwin comes out with the onside kick, Kyle, and they get it. The Wildcats unable to corral the extra or the kickoff, and so Baldwin sends all their guys directly at the football. They're able to get it. So as we start the fourth quarter in just a moment, Baldwin's going to have the football again, trailing by 7.
Yep. Hey, when it's going bad, it's going bad, Mike. And right now, everything's going bad for this Wildcat football team.
Since the 41-14 lead that we had late in the second quarter, Baldwin's outscored us 27-7. So this second half, so to speak, for Baldwin has been really just all momentum, and their offense has been able to do some things. They also got a huge kickoff return for a touchdown, but Kyle, when we go back to action here to start this fourth quarter, Baldwin scored one more time. We got a tie game, and you'd have never thought that at 41-14.
Well, it's a momentum thing, and it has completely. I think these Wildcats right now are in shock. So Coach Canada's got to get this team back under control. We got 12 minutes of football to play with a 7-point lead. Defense, we got to get a stop.
Have to. You have to. I mean, no matter how you look at it, whether they score on this drive or not, it's a new ball game now. It's a 7-point ball game, so you got a whole quarter to play. And the defense, like you said, they need a big stop, but we haven't been able. Both teams have punted the ball one time tonight. There's do some quick math on the board. There's 89 points that have been scored in this football game tonight, so that tells you right there that not a lot of defense has been played when it matters. And the Cats going to have to try to figure out how to stop this Baldwin momentum.
Yep, and that's, it's a lot of the number 9, the Scrooge kid's making plays with his feet. He's making plays with his arm, and they are in a swinging gait here.
Second down play, they're going to run one to the right side. The receiver catches it, and they catch the Wildcats completely out of position. The receiver catches the football, and they go deep down the sideline. I think we got it, Mike. And what you meant by the swinging gate was they send everybody out to the right side of the formation over there, and the receiver, the quarterback, just stays back, makes a throw to the right side, and we'll have to just check. There was a fumble late in the game, late in the play, and the Wildcats are going to come out of there with the football. That's the big play the Wildcats needed.
Yep, huge play. I don't know who made it on that sideline over there. They ran a swinging gate with everybody lined up on their sideline. Throw it out there to him. He runs down the sideline for about 20 yards and gets tripped. And huge play for the Wildcat defense.
I got to tell you, though, you got to tip your hat to Baldwin for that play call there. Most people probably listening don't know what the swinging gate formation is, but basically the quarterback was the only guy, along with the center, over at the point of attack. Everybody else was shifted out to the right side. They had the blockers. The receiver made the catch. He got down the sideline to the Wildcat 30. Unfortunately for Baldwin, they fumbled the football. The Wildcats get it, and then I think you're going to get an unsportsmanlike against Baldwin after the play.
Sideline warning.
That's their second one.
Swinging gate, man. That's an old Bobby Harrison special. It sure is.
If you remember Wildcat football from way back in the day, the Wildcats used to run the swinging gate formation on every extra point.
Every one. And it worked 90% of the time.
Well, you know, you take the swinging gate formation and you look at what the defense is doing, and if they give it to you, you snap the ball.
Well, Coach Harrison used to say, if you get it 50% of the time, you win. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was his philosophy for sure. High school football really changed over the years because most teams back then, they did. They went for two a lot, and now it's pretty much an automatic to kick the extra point. Most games you go to.
First down for the Wildcats here, Maya. They're on 35. Let's see if we can get a drive going.
Lewis is going to run it this time for the Cats. He keeps his legs moving, breaks the tackle out to the 35, across the 45, and out across midfield here. And then he loses his helmet. You got to be careful you don't get a flag here, but the Wildcats get a big first down out across midfield. So trying to recapture some of this momentum after the turnover, and that's a great way to start this drive.
Yep, great run by Lewis, and he's buckled that helmet a little bit tighter. It's come off 3 or 4 times tonight.
Big run for Lewis takes us across midfield. We're into Baldwin territory. 11:28 to go, under 11 and a half minutes to go in the game. The Wildcats with a 7-point lead in this game, a 48-41 ball game here at Baldwin on the road. Baldwin's 4-0 on the season. They don't want to lose on their home field to these Wildcats, and they've done everything they can to get back in this football game. Register's going to run this one, and he keeps his legs moving ahead. He's going to pick up 2, maybe 3 tough yards here on the carry, but it'll be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I think clock running under 11 minutes, 10:59 and counting right now, and I think that was kind of a busted play, Mike. If Register was looking for a fake there, there's nobody there.
Able to get 2 yards on the carry, 2nd down and 8. Most important thing for the Cats is you've got the lead by 7, and you've got the clock running, and you've got the football in Baldwin territory after the big turnover a moment ago. Yep, hold on to the football, Mike. We don't need any turnovers. 2nd down play, Hudson Hodges in the backfield with Register. Hudson Register calls the football, takes it, gives it to Hudson Hodges. Hudson Hodges running hard to the left. He keeps his legs moving. He's going to pick up probably 4 tough yards here to make it a 3rd down and about 4. I'll tell you what's scary though, Mike, is these teams like Baldwin right now, they got 8 men in the box. They're there against the throw the ball. We've not shown on film enough we can throw the ball good enough. Against good teams, better teams this year, if they stack the box like that, you're not going to be able to run the football. We got to find some sort of passing game. 10 minutes exactly to go in the football game. On the road here tonight, the Wildcats trying to steal back the momentum from Baldwin in this football game. They lead by 7. 3rd down play here. Register in the shotgun. Sends a man in motion, going to hand the ball to Ruiz, and Ruiz is going to get the first down, I think.
I don't know, Mike.
He's right at the marker. He's going to get it. First down. He needed 3 yards, and I think he got just 3, and he lost his helmet again. He's got to come out of the game.
Somebody tighten the kid's helmet up for him, please.
Huge possession for the Wildcats with a 7-point lead here in the 4th quarter of this ball game. Wildcat fans on their feet, Baldwin fans on their feet, everybody kind of holding their breath here to see who's going to come out of here with a big win. A great ball game it's been. Register in the shotgun. First down play. Hodges to his left. Takes the snap, going to give it to Hodges. Hodges not going to get much this time. Bottled up right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yep. It's going to be hard to run the ball right now against that front. I'm telling you, but they figured out the Wildcats are just going to go right at them, and they got the box just stacked up right now. About to go under 9 minutes here in the 4th quarter. Wildcats lead 48-41. 2nd down and 10 from the Baldwin 30-yard line.
8:57 to go in the ball game. Wildcats clinging to a 7-point lead. Register in the shotgun here. Looks over the defensive set, sends a man in motion. Snap back. They're going to fake the jet sweep. Register's going to run it himself. He runs up inside. A good hard run here for Hudson. Register kept his feet moving and is going to pick up about 8 yards.
I'll tell you, man, that kid's special. That's a few cuts. There's nothing there. He made that play himself. That's a kid that's playing middle linebacker and quarterback all night. You just don't see that even in high school football, Mike. Hey, he's something else.
So he does pick up the first down. I thought he got 8, but he gets 10. Wildcats are going to have a first down.
They are, and they're going to lead this clock. 8:07 and running. Yep, under 8 minutes to go on this play, and the Wildcats can run this thing down, keep the ball on the ground, keep the clock moving. That's Baldwin's worst enemy at this point in time. First down play for the Cats. Register takes it, gives it to Ruiz. Ruiz is going to be hit and dropped after a gain of 2, maybe 3 yards there. It'll be second down. Yep. Positive yards on first down. We're in their territory right now. Just hold on to the football. Clock's running, but you got to figure out a way to make a first down or two here and put the ball in the end zone. I've been looking for 88 Cason Cruz all night, Mike, on defense. I thought he was hurt and not playing, but they played him at tight end. He's a new tight end. Yeah, he's been in there. He's been in there. I saw him some on the defensive side. Clock's going to tick down under 7 minutes to go in the ball game after this play coming up. It's second down and 10. Call it 9 for the Cats. Register in the shotgun. 2 blocking backs in the backfield with him. Register takes the snap. Going to give it to Hodges, I think, and Hodges is going to run left side, but not a lot of room again. It'll be third down. Mike, question here, do you kick it if you don't get it here? Do you trust Boatwright to give you a 10-point lead? Listen, I trust Boatwright every day of the week, and, I mean, if you've got a chance in a game that Baldwin has stolen all momentum from you to try and put this thing up to a 10-point game, I think that's the play. I mean, if you don't gain any yards here and you're sitting at 3rd and 10, the ball is sitting right around the 18-yard line. You're talking about a 35-yard field goal. Boatwright's got that in his leg all day long. He's had one block tonight. That's the only thing I'll be just an extra point block. I mean, you got to execute, right? But yeah, a field goal to me. If you don't gain anything, you got to try one. Third down play, Register. Pump fake at the line of scrimmage, looking to throw across the middle. He's got a man kept breaking free in the end zone, but it goes a little too far. It's incomplete. And now you got that question. Fourth down, they're going to send Boatwright out there. Let's see what's open. Hudson Hodges was open in the middle of the end zone, and I think Register had to rush the throw a little bit. He just missed him. Huge kick right here to go to make it a 10-point game. I mean, this is a big kick in the ball game. They'll spot it right at the 26-yard line, so it's a 36-yard field goal from the right hash. If Boatwright can kick this thing good, he's got plenty of leg from 36 yards. If he can make this thing, the Wildcats will have a 10-point lead. The snap is back. Register gets it down. The kick is on the way. It looks really good from here. It's going to be right down the middle. Boatwright kicked that thing good, and it would have been good from 45, Kyle. Yep, great kick by Boatwright. That's a big kick right there for this season for the Wildcats. I'm telling you right now, you don't make that field goal, you're in danger of losing this football game. Now you got a 2-score lead. And I'm going to tell you, I don't think the way you asked me that question, I don't think you'd have kicked it. We'll have now. I don't know if I'd have kicked it or not. I love it. Brock Boatwright, what a kick. We're going to call that a 36-yard field goal from the right hash. It might have been 37, but it was right there, right around the 26 is where they spotted it. But my goodness, he had no question about it, Kyle. It was split right down the middle, and from where we sit right here, we could watch it. I'll tell you this, Mike. I would kick this ball deep. Kick this ball. I either onside kick this or kick it out of bounds and get it to them at the 40-yard line. What a kick. 6:05 to go in the ball game, and the Wildcats now back up 10 points. That makes it a 51-41 ball game. And when you got a guy like Brock Boatwright over there, Kyle, it's a weapon, man. That's why when you asked me that question, and I said, if they don't gain any yards on third down, I don't even think. Hey, you didn't hesitate. I'm telling you, that'd have been one I had to think about. Brock Kennedy didn't think about it either. He's sending you right on out there. Hey, that's how they're coaching. I'm not through. And you're right. Boatwright's just going to kick this one out of bounds, and I think you said it. Let's give them the ball at the 40-yard line and take our chances. Good job, Coach. That's a great call. Yep. You called that one, and I agree. That's what you do. They've got some weapons over there, and that's the one thing we talked about with the Cats this year, Kyle, is the fact that, we've got some guys on offense that can make plays, but we haven't seen that guy that just can break away and just be the game breaker. Ruiz has had some big plays tonight, but you got 2 or 3 guys on that Baldwin side that can do that, and you've seen it, and that's how they got back into this football game. But what they did, they declined it, Mike. We're going to make us re-kick. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that was a rule, did you? Well, there's a lot of different things that happen in high school, but yeah, I mean, I guess you've got that option. They want to take a chance at returning one. So I guess you could just play this game. If we kick it out of bounds again,
just play this game of keep every time, back it up 5. So now, if you're the Wildcats, it kind of forces your hand to kick one, but
it don't force mine. I'm onside kick it right.
I mean, I don't think I onside it. You don't want to give them the ball at the 50, but you could put one in that pocket down there where nobody's at, and just let your return guys get back there as quick as they can, kind of like that. He just swivs it down there,
right at him
to the 35. We're going to bottle him up, and they're going to get. I mean, they were going to get the ball with good field position anyway, so they're going to get it up near the 45-yard line or so.
Yep. So not much change there. They got 5 yards out of that.
Yeah, I mean, you kick it out of bounds, you're going to give them the ball at the 40. So after that squiv kick, you're right. I mean, it was the bounce took it right to the guy, but he doesn't get much more than that. So, you know, they might have gained 5 yards after that, maybe 7.
Now, this is on your defense now, Mike. You got a 10-point lead with 6 minutes left. Get a stop and win the football game. Who's going to step up and make a play to win the football game?
Yeah, I mean, 10-point lead here. You just want to force Baldwin to take a lot of time here. Even if they score, you want to force them to take a lot of time to do it. But they've got one of those. They got one of those hurry up and run offenses. So let's see how this goes. 5:59 to go. Screws in the shotgun from the 47-yard line. Takes a snap, looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep this side. He's got a receiver over here. It's going to be caught, but he's out of bounds. And he juggled it, and he loses it as he goes to the ground. They were trying Rhett Roden on this side. And it falls incomplete.
That was Marlon Gibbons again and Rhett Roden. Marlon had great coverage on him. Rhett was over the top. It's good coverage by the Cats.
5:51 now. They just tried a home run ball there. Didn't get it, but that was a well-placed football by Scrooge.
It was.
10-point lead for the Cats, 51-41. 92 points in this ball game, Kyle.
You said we might get to 100, Mike, and I got a feeling we still might.
I mean, we're only 8 away. Screws in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw, fires right side, a catch is made, but the receiver goes down to a knee to catch it. So short gain, but they do convert the pass completion to the right side of the field, pick up about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
Yep, huge 3rd down here for the Cats defense. 3rd and 5. Let's see what happens.
3rd down and 5. You've got 5.5 minutes to go in the ball game, clock running. Cruz is in the shotgun. He's going to split 3 receivers to the left side of the field, 2 to the right, no backs in the backfield here. Screws in the shotgun, calls for the snap, drops straight back to throw, rolling to his left now, and fires one deep down the middle. He's got a man there. A catch is going to be made, and it's going to be made inside the 25 between Gibbons and Roden, and he goes all the way to the Wildcat 20. The receiver shaking up on the play will get a timeout, but my goodness, that pass by Scrooge was in the only place that it could be for a catch, and that was a well-placed football.
Yep, we were in zone right there, Mike, and they just hit it right between the zone. Roden couldn't get there in time, and it's a good pass, good catch, and they just beat us on that play.
And that was one of those plays, as it was right here in front of us, Kyle. We saw it the whole way. That ball had to be in the perfect spot for the receiver to come down with it. And, I mean, Screws tonight, I don't know what his passing yards are for the night, but that kind of throw right there is a big-time throw. That's a big-time throw.
Big-time play by the quarterback. He's made a bunch of plays tonight.
I mean, rolling to his left on the run, you know, as a former quarterback, rolling to your left as a right-hander, that's not an easy throw, and he got a lot of mustard on that pass.
He did. He's a heck of an athlete.
It always kills me, you know, watching guys roll to their left, you know, throwing against their body on that pass. That's the toughest pass for a quarterback to complete. And you know that, especially throwing that distance. I mean, he was all the way back inside his territory, about the 45, so that pass in the air was probably about a 60-yard pass in the air, and it was on the money. On the money. I say, you know, somewhere between 50 and 60 in the air on that pass because he's throwing it across the field.
We was watching him warm up tonight, Mike. I told you the kid can throw it. He's slinging it around the yard. He does a little bit of the Patrick Mahomes. He drops it, throws it sidearm sometimes. He's a good player.
Yeah, I mean, when you draw up the throw in motion, you wouldn't call it the prettiest motion you've seen, but man, he's effective. And I mean, he gets a lot on the football, and you can just tell he's a football player. You know, he's a football player. 1st down and 10 now from the Wildcat 20. Baldwin trails by 10 with 4:40 to go in the game. Screw's going to fire one to the end zone. There's a man over there, and Rhett is going to come over, and Rhett Roden had a chance at the interception, but he knocks it away. It'll be 2nd down.
That was good. Rhett Roden had a chance for a huge play. He reads the ball perfectly in the corner of the end zone, goes up, ball just falls out of his hands. Rhett will want that one back tomorrow, guys. Second down coming up for Baldwin now. They've got it 4.5 minutes to go in the game. They trail the Wildcats by 10. The Wildcats, the visiting team on the road here tonight, trying to get out of here with a win. We had a 41-14 lead in this game, and it's all the way to 51-41 now. The Cats up by 10. Screws takes the snap. They're going to run the football. They catch the Wildcats on that little draw play again, and Jacobs is going to take it inside the 10-yard line and pick up 12 yards. Yeah, that play's killed us tonight. They've ran it 3 or 4 times, and it's worked every time. Just a little draw play, and, it catches everybody. You have to stop for just a second. Jacobs comes out of there running hard, picks up 12, so now they're inside the Wildcat 10 to the 8-yard line. 4:20 and counting there at 8, like Mike said. We need a goal line stand for this Wildcat defense. The clock's on the Wildcat side as it's going to tick down under 4 minutes to go after this play coming up. But a touchdown here for the Indians, and it cuts it to a 3-point ball game. Screws in the shotgun, takes a snap, looking to throw. Fires one to the right side, and that's going to be an interference call against the Cats over there. Dupree was trying his best to stay with Barnett, but Barnett was trying to make a little outcut that time, and Dupree had to grab him, Kyle. Yeah, that's the easy call for this issue right there. We're trying to cover him one-on-one out there, and that's a lot to ask of the young freshman. Yeah, and that was the read the whole time. Screws was locked on Barnett from the time that he caught the snap. He was just waiting on the break, and when he came out of the break, Dupree, that's all Kelton could do was just grab him, Kyle. That was it. Mark it half the distance, so you go from the 8 to the 4-yard line now, and you've got a 1st and goal from the 4 for Baldwin with 3:53 on the clock. They line it up with kind of a pistol formation here. Screws with one receiver to the top of the field, and that's it. They're going to hand the ball off. The running back is going to go to the 1-yard line. He's fighting ahead. He's going to pull himself into the end zone, and he's got a touchdown. Jacobs was stopped at the 1, Kyle, but the offensive lineman kind of pushed him and pulled him, and now they've made this a 51-47 game with 3:44 on the clock. Yep, I'm telling you, Mike, hey, you'll go back, you look at plays in this game where we got a chance to make an interception in the corner of the end zone. They don't score here. You got to make the play when the play gives you a chance to make it. The extra point would make this a 51-48 3-point ball game with 3:44 on the clock. Baldwin has only missed one. Both teams have missed one extra point tonight, but the last one was the one Baldwin missed, so hopefully he's still thinking about that. The snap's back, the placement's down, the kick is on the way, and it's right down the middle. These kickers tonight have done a great job, and they've made it a 51-48 3-point ball game. Kyle, we're 1 point away from 100. Yep, I'll tell you, it's been a game tonight. Puts it back on this Wildcat offense. You got to get a drive here. You cannot get the ball back to the Indians at this point because, Mike, the truth of the matter is we hadn't stopped them since the first quarter. Yeah, the Wildcats, you do not want to see the ball back on the Indian side. Now, they've tried a couple of times with onside kicks. They don't want to give the Wildcats a short field, but we basically had great field position every time. So I don't know that they're against trying another onside kick. No, I think they do. They've watched us on film. We gave up 2 or 3 onside kicks this year. The last one they tried, they were able to get it. Unfortunately for them, a play later, then they had a fumble. So their first turnover since early in the game, Taz Kinghorn did intercept the pass early in the game and took it back for a touchdown. But that seems like 2 days ago now, doesn't it? The way this game started, the Cats took off with a 14-0 lead in this ball game. We're able to get this thing out to a 41-14 lead. Since that time, since 41-14, Kyle, they have outscored us 34-10. Do you realize that? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you even heard what I said, but I did. 31-10, 34-10. Since basically the halftime break, they kicked the onside kick to the right side. It's going to come down and not go 10 yards. Yeah. Oh God, I'm gonna hit somebody late. I saw it. I don't see a flag flying though. That right there was not well executed by Baldwin. They were trying the onside kick. It didn't go 10 yards, though. You got to make that thing go 10 yards. Mm-hmm. And
Fortunately for the Cats, nobody came up and touched it, which was great, you know. The Poncha booing on the Baldwin sideline over there. I seen a guy hit the ground, too. No flag, thank goodness for the Wildcats. Yeah, that was fortunate because normally in those cases, as you know, as most Wildcat fans know, if there's a flag to go against you, we get it. This year we have anyway, for sure. It's kind of, you know, being a Wildcat fan and being a Gator fan are very similar, Kyle. If I see a flag on the field, I pretty much know that it's against Florida. You know? And it's always after a touchdown. You ever notice that? Always. Well, I'm hoping Billy gets a big win tomorrow. I don't think you're really open that. I think that you're talking about it, but I don't think you're really. I don't like the Canes, man. I kind of like Billy being in Gainesville. I don't want to see him get that. Wildcats take the ball back here. First down play. Nate Welch checks back in there at quarterback for the Cats. They're going to run the football to the middle, and I think, is that Ruiz? Yep. Got to hold on to the football here if you're Ruiz. A good runner on first down. It's going to be a first down for the Cats. 3:30 and counting. My 3-point lead, and the Wildcats can kind of salt this thing away. If they can pick up a first down or two, that's a first down run for Ruiz there. So the clock's going to run. I think Baldwin still has pretty much either 2 or 3 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock. But the Cats have all. I mean, they've got the opportunity here to kind of run this thing out. If I'm Nate Welch right here, I'm looking at the back judge when he sticks his hand up. I'm counting to 5 before I even call the play. First down play for the Cats inside Baldwin territory with 3 minutes to go in the game. That's exactly what Welch is doing. Clock's running down under 3 minutes to go. Now Welch gets ready. Calls for the football. Going to hand it off again. Ruiz is going to get hit this time at the line, but he keeps his legs moving and he gets outside. Ruiz is going to get a gain, but he's going to go out of bounds, which is going to stop the clock. But either way, he made something out of nothing on that one. He did, man. That kid's played very hard tonight. Very, very hard. He was bottled up initially right at the line of scrimmage, was able to bounce it outside, make something happen there, picked up a few yards on the play, but got out of bounds at the end to stop the clock at 2:40. They're going to put 2:44 on the clock here. He picked up about 4 on the play. It's the second down and 6. Oh, boy, what a night. Yeah, the Cats here 6 yards away from another first down. If they get another first down, maybe 2 first downs here, Baldwin's going to have to use every timeout they have, and we can pretty much salt this game away. Yep, you need a first down here, and I think Baldwin starts using their timeouts. Second down play here. You want to avoid any big momentum plays for Baldwin. Second down play, handoff Ruiz. Ruiz has got it. He goes right into the middle of that line, and he's going to be stopped. It's not going to be much of a gain and gets pushed back there. He's got to hold on to the football. Now, that ball come loose again. It come loose late. Thank goodness they blew it there, but you got to hold on to the football here. No gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 7. But the clock's running. That's all Wildcats' advantage. But now the way that you play these last 2 plays, Kyle, if we don't pick up a first down, is so important. I agree. I don't think you can run it to get it neither. I think you're going to have to roll register out the pocket. You do something high percentage completion-wise. You're going to have to throw the ball. Well, they're going to let it run under 2 minutes here. Register back in there at quarterback on 3rd down and 7. Take your time. Clock under 2 minutes to go. Register looking for the back judge to put his hand up. You still got 10 seconds when he puts it up. Now he's got his hand up. The Wildcats will get ready to snap it. Register calls for the ball. Going to hand off to Ruiz again. Ruiz is going to get hit, but he's going to surge forward for a couple of yards. Not a lot. He's not going to get the first down, and this is going to give Baldwin a chance to stop the clock with a timeout and force the Wildcats into a decision here on 4th down. So 1.5 minutes to go in the ball game, and the Cats are going to face a 4th down and 4. And here's the situation, Kyle, where the ball is spotted. You're looking at 27. It would be about a 45-yard field goal from here. I don't think you even think about a field goal. Now, it's 4th and 3. I'm going for it all day long, Mike. And I'll be honest with you. I'm scared if you don't get it here. Baldwin's got too much time on the clock. They got a lot of time, and I think they still have 2 timeouts in the bag. But here's the thing: this is where the money's made as a head coach, Kyle. You're 4th down and 3. You're not going to kick a field goal. Field goal would only make it a 6-point game anyway. But that would force them to get a touchdown as opposed to a field goal. They do have a field goal kicker that I would say can make one from 35, 38 yards. That's where I would probably put the trust on him. So if you're Baldwin, you need to get the football and get the ball back to around the 20 of the Wildcats to have a chance to tie it with a field goal. If you're the Wildcats, you need 3 yards, and then you can salt this thing away.
Yep, I think I don't think you can run it at Baldwin right here and get the first down. If you're Coach Kennedy and Coach Porcher, you got to draw your best play up right here, and you got to get Register on the run and give him a pass run option right here. Huge play here for the Wildcat season, to be honest with you.
A minute and a half to go. 51-48. The Wildcats with a 3-point lead. We've got a 4th down and call it 3 here to see how this game's going to turn out. The Wildcats will split 1 receiver to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Register in the backfield. Ruiz is back there with him. Register calls for the snap, sends a man in motion. That's Hodges. He comes back to block. And they're going to try to get the Indians to come into the neutral zone on the hard count, and they do.
Great call. That's Trice. That's killed Baldwin in the hard count. Motion hard count. And hey, Baldwin jump. Gives the Wildcats the first down.
Deep into the clock there. You know, you're deep into the clock. You run a motion. You bring Hodges to the backfield. Then you do a hard count again. Baldwin, 2 guys again flinch and come into the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And a free 5 for the Cats.
That's a huge first down. Baldwin now with 2 timeouts. You can about run the clock out, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, basically. So that's not the end of the game, but that if the Wildcats manage this the right way, that pretty much gives you the chance to salt this clock away. They might be able to stop it twice, maybe only once, but a minute and a half to go on that, you know, even if they can stop it twice on that 3rd down play, you can run a lot of clock. So hold on to the football. Register just going to run it himself straight to the middle, and Register's going to pick up a couple of tough yards, though, force Baldwin into a timeout here. Now, a backbreaker here, Kyle, would be to just send Hodges down the middle and put a pass. You know,
nobody would see it coming.
Nobody would see it coming.
I don't see us doing that. We're going to run. They got 1 timeout left here, so we'll. I don't want them to have the ball at any time on the clock, though.
No, I mean, you don't want to give them the ball at any time, but, I mean, where things are sitting right now, if they do have 1 more timeout left, then they can stop the clock 1 more time, but then on 3rd down, we could run it down to well past, 40, inside 30 seconds. And even if you punted the ball and tried to down it inside the 10, they'd have to go 90 yards to win the game. I mean, that's where we sit right now.
So we're at them.
And we can still pick up a first down, too. So that would end the game. 51-48 Cats, 1:26 to go on the clock. And my goodness, what a game. We might get home. I told you, man, we were all day long. I told Kyle, it's 6:30 start. We're going to get home early tonight. And look, what is it, midnight? It feels like midnight.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, may as well be midnight. Register in the shotgun here. 2nd down play, going to run it straight ahead again. Register going to get cut down. Picks up a couple of tough yards. And Baldwin uses their last one. That is their absolute last timeout that they have.
So it's 3rd and 2, Mike. So first down definitely ends the game here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Wildcats just need to do that same thing, run the football. What a ball game.
Yep. We had a 41-14 lead. And it's 51-48 right now.
51-48, 119. The Cats can pick up a first down with a couple of yards here. But the biggest thing is after this 3rd down run, whether we pick up a yard or no yards, Kyle, the clock's going to run and nobody can stop it. Well, we can stop it, but we don't want to stop it. It's been a long time since I've seen a game like this. Well, but it's probable that the Wildcats are going to come out of here with this win. And need it.
Much needed win.
Yeah, need it. Wildcats 1-3 on the year. Need a win here to go 2-3, and then set up for this district competition in the second half of the year. That's what they want to do. 3rd down play. Registers in the shotgun, and they're going to get the hard count again. Baldwin has jumped into the neutral zone, and that's going to be the end of the game.
That's the ball game, huh?
Baldwin had no discipline on those hard counts, and they jump into the neutral zone again. And that's just like rubbing salt in their face right there, Kyle. Another hard count, and that's 3 big ones that Baldwin has jumped into the neutral zone, and that's going to give the Wildcats the win here. They can't stop the clock again.
That's it. We can take a knee, and that's the ball game. Hey, I tell you what, man, hats off to these Baldwin Indians. They're down 41-14 and coming back. They come out of the weather delay and just put it on the Cats for a little while, man. We regrouped, got our footing back, and, hey, we're going to be happy to get out of here with a 3-point win. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, after the weather delay, Baldwin outscored us 34-10. I told you that earlier. That's the way it goes. But before that, we had outscored them 41-14. So that's the biggest thing is after all that, you do that addition, we end up with 3 points ahead of them and 99 points on the scoreboard, but we've got 3 ahead of them. So Wildcats going to get a huge win here. Register takes a knee. We probably have to take a knee one more time, and then we can take this win to the house. How big was that kick by Boatwright? Well, I got 35 field goal. I told Kyle, you'd never doubt me on that, son. I told you that Boatwright was money, and he was money. Hey, listen, if it's inside I would say if it's inside 45 yards and you need the kick, Boatwright is money. And he made that 36-yard kick. He made it easy. Yeah, I should tell you what, this was a big win for this Wildcat football team. If anybody needed it, these players needed it, these coaches needed it, this county needed it. You don't want to come here and lose the ball tonight. This is a huge win for the program going into district play. Wildcats get the win, man. That's going to do it. We've kneeled down, Kyle, 51-48. Wildcat Nation is going to bring home a win, and we'll move to 2-3 on the year. And guess what, buddy? That gave Baldwin their first loss of the year. So Baldwin now moves to 4-1 on the season. And what a ball game, Kyle. Your final thoughts here tonight? Final thoughts is I love how these Cats come out and played it. I mean, you're 1-2, Mike, or 1-3, and you're looking at your season pretty much in the face. And these kids come out and fought. Coach Kennedy, this coaching staff had them ready to play. I know it was an up and down game, but they look good, man. I'm impressed by it. I'm looking forward to next week. Love to see all the offensive production tonight for these Cats. The defense made plays when they needed to. Got a huge turnover late in the ball game that they absolutely needed. Brock Boatwright, I'm going to give him player of the game, Kyle. Player of the game, bro. The only extra point he missed was blocked. So, I mean, that may not have been entirely his fault. He makes 7 extra points. He makes a 36-yard field goal, Kyle. And, I mean, what can you say about that kid? He was money tonight. I think Wildcats win the game. Yep, I think you're coming looking for anything you want to improve on if you're Coach Kennedy. I think you're going to have to find some sort of a passing game. People's going to stack the box on you. And then secondary, defense. I mean, the pass has killed us all year. We've got to get better. We're not playing zone good. We're not playing man good. So we got to figure something out in the secondary. But other than that, big win for the Wildcats. Good job, coaches. Good job, players. And let's get on to next week. We got district play starting. Wildcats moved to 2-3 on the year with the big win here, 51-48 against Baldwin on the road. Kyle and I are going to pack it up and get home. I know John Meadows back at the station's ready to do that too. Wildcats will be on the road next week, and we'll be back on the air next Friday night ready to bring you all the action, Wildcat football, as we enter district play. Such a critical time for the Wildcats as we start district play and move into the second half of the year. These guys needed this win. Congratulations to Coach Kennedy and moving this team to 2-3 on the year. And we'll talk to everybody next week. Good night, everybody.